in the building. Jeez. Hey, hey. Tris on the beats. G.A.N.G music. All right. It's your boy Jedi in the building.
Yo.
Yes, family.
Yeah.
I man's live right now, you know, step.
Minor.
Get me. All right, let me get 1 second. Yeah, man, big up the family. Big up the family, man. Get me? In the building. Any man that wants to jump in, let me know, man. The advice show's about to kick off, you get me? All type man like Step Nicely. Been working since 2 AM after you left the G Circle, you get me? We got everyone that came to the G Circle yesterday. Hyde Park, done now. A lovely little discussion. Met some new people and that. We got the sister Ifrika that came all the way from Bristol. And you know, generally everyone that came and supported, man. Empress P, Danny Malone. Too many man them, too many people, too much family. Guys in the new generation, man. Old type man like Raps, Mr. E Black, Uriam. Old type man like Red. Middlesex Omar, don't know. Bakatula. This is the Extremely Balanced Advice Show, episode 2. Just waiting for the panel to get in. I don't know. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. And press 1 if you're with me. Press 1 if you're with me. If you can hear me right now, press 1. Old type man like us. I'll soon fling the link in the chats. Get me? We're gonna have a nice little leisurely afternoon, trying to help out some members of the community with their issues. You know how we do. If you've not seen the Extremely Balanced Advice Show before, I beg you check out episode 1, the pilot episode. Really, check that shit out, man. Cause that shit's not only entertaining, but as we always do, we provide the information. So it's entertainment. You get me? Yeah, spill up the family tree. Alright. Alright, man. So big up man like Tris Beats here. TRISBEATZ. Check him out on Instagram, Tris Beats, for all your instrumentals. That is my favorite producer. So I always have to play something from him, you know, warm it up. Plus, I'm not trying to get no, no copyright strikes. You get me? So what I'm going to do right now, while I'm posting the link into all the other places and getting my Instagram live to know, I'm going to play a track. You lot can enjoy the track. And yeah, man, I'll be back after this track. Now, who knows about this one though, for real? Who knows about this one? Let me know if you know about the Lost Feelings, yeah? Check out the SoundCloud, Red Pill Trill. Feel me? I know it's a personal favorite for man like Steppers, you know. So, yeah.
You see me come off mute, yeah?
Yeah! My G, my G. Alright, let's play this one and then man's gonna get back still.
We used to be pharaohs in Egypt, now we're emotional paraplegics. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. Symptoms of humanities unraveled in helix, calamities and tragedies that happen in sequence. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb. Need a hat, glove, boots, and a fur jacket. This cold water make you turn savage. From a whole hurt package for the nerve damage.
Ghetto was replaced by the term ratchet. The keys rock a perm on the sperm addicts. The boys wanna burst matics. Hey, paralyzed king. Advertised things.
Paradise paradigm. Look at all the fuckeries they're glamorizing. False like rituals of sacrificing. All the gravity and sodomite things. Geoengineering. The large hadron collider. They want a microchip under my skin. But when I look around, everybody's turning up. The buildings of the governments are burning up. Nobody's fighting for the rights of a black man. A couple hashtags. Some cool t-shirts and a logo on the snapback. On the head of a rapper in a backpack. Then it's back to the Snapchat. Double tap IG. Pick up a chick with a fat cat.
Woo!
We used to be pharaohs in Egypt. Now we're emotional paraplegics. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. Symptoms of humanities unraveled in calamities and tragedies that happen in sequence. The whole world's numb, nobody has any feelings. The whole world's numb. Need a hat, glove, boots, and a fur jacket. This cold water make you turn savage. From a whole hurt package for the nerve damage. Ghetto was replaced by the term ratchet. And the queens rock a perm with their sperm addicts. They wanna twerk and the boys wanna burst matic.
Oi!
Feel the from charting the stars to standing in the mask in the dark. I need to heal again, heal again. 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 I can feel my face, feel my face, from Genesis to genocide. The revolution will be televised. I can feel my face, feel my face, feel my face, feel my face. Heading with a rage and a heart full of scars. I need to heal again, heal again. We used to be pharaohs in Egypt. Now we're emotional
paraplegics. Nobody has any feelings. Hey, hey. Calamities and tragedies that happen in sequence. The whole world's
nobody has any feelings.
The whole world's hey, hey. And a fur jacket.
This cold water make you
turn savage.
Whole hurt package
for the nerve damage. Ghetto was replaced by the term ratchet.
And the queens rock a perm with their
sperm addicts. The boys wanna burst matics. Ah! Boom, boom. You get me? So check that tune out there on SoundCloud, Red Pill Trill. Yeah, REDPILLTRILL, Red Pill Trill. Yeah, and yeah, man. Please show me some love on the somethings on the SoundCloud. Hold tight, everybody that's on the Instagram as well. Just letting you lot know, man is live on YouTube. Let me send the link, actually. Let me do a smart one. Quickly, while I'm just patterning up. Apologies, guys. Oh, motherfucker. Hold on. Apologies. 1 second. Gotta get the link of this fucking video. Where's the link? Share. Copy the link. Cool, we're good. We're good, family. Right, yes, family tree. We're here. I'm back, man.
I can't see nothing. Why can't I see nothing? Yo, I ain't got no nephews, bruv. No one don't call me uncle, bruv. Put it in your profile. Okay, okay. Do you know what? Do you know what? Just go to YouTube, type in Jedi online, one word, and you'll find me. All right, family tree, I'm here, I'm back, man, I'm back. So yeah, what was I keeping up with? Let me find the link for this. Cool. You get some of the man them up in this panel. Yeah. All right, can you lot hear me, yeah? Just testing the settings, man. Testing the settings. Family tree, feel free. Jump in. You get me? Feel free, man. Jump in, jump in. About to set it off. Let me just turn the camera on real quick, because you ain't see my face in a while, man. No, you ain't seen my face in a while, man. Hey, hey. Gang. We're in the building. So right about now, if you've got any issues, if you've got any problems, if you've got anything that you need addressed or you want to get some advice on, I want you to put that in the comment section of the top chat. You can inbox me on Instagram. You get me? Or if you're on the Hangouts and you got my Hangout, Jedi Online, then you can send me a message, a private message in the Hangouts, and we work off it like that. You get me? I've got a couple people that have already sent me some of their issues, some things that they want man to really go over. So yeah, I'm about to get into that. I'm about to get into that shit, man. And hopefully some of the man them will join as we go on. I don't want to pause up the somethings too much. Yes, family tree. Get me. Hey. Also, join Red Pill Trio on Instagram if you're not already on the Instagram. You get me? Who keeps calling me uncle, bro? Is that better? Does that work better? All right, man. Let's get into this, man. Let me just... Big up man like Oz, yeah, in the building. All right. beat, man. I've created a banger on that beat. Yeah, man. So yeah, big up all the producers, all the music, man. It's time to get into the first issue of the day. Let me just check these chats. The link's not working. I don't know, man. It always does that. It don't work, and then it starts working. I don't know what to suggest. Try again. Yeah, I am what, mister? Are you coming in? Are you coming in? How did Steps get in there? Steps got in easy. So, I'm not really know, you know. Not really too sure. Not really too sure. Who's screaming the link's not working? All right, well, you lot try the link again and hopefully it will work at some point. If not, I don't even know what to do. Someone else is going to have to do something. All right, cool. So now, let me get into the next fucking thingamajig now. Bosh. We're going into agony art mode, yeah? Everyone on Instagram, African Queen, Everything Tech, As One, big up all the man them, everybody, Wagwan family. Yeah, man, I'm live on YouTube. So like, this is the link for the YouTube video. Yeah, that's the link for the YouTube video. If you can, try and go directly onto YouTube and check it out. This is the Extremely Balanced Advice Show. Yeah. Let me just start it like that. You get me? Okay. Is that okay? Or maybe I'll do this. All right. So the first issue we have here is by Sarah from Leeds, yeah? Sarah in Leeds. So big up Sarah in Leeds for sending in an issue. She sent in a problem probably nearly a month ago on the last show. And obviously I couldn't get to all the yes, my family tree. Wagwan. Obviously I couldn't get to all the problems, but we're here now, innit? So we're gonna deal with some of these issues. And some of them are serious, some of them are kind of light-hearted, but man, them's just gonna answer them in any way they see fit. None of us are professionals. You get me? We're just members of the public, and we're trying to provide a little service, you know, with realistic opinions and shit. So here we go. Big up man like Danny Malone that's jumped in. Step nicely, my brothers. All right, cool. E-Black, you can jump in. You see the Hangouts thing there? The link? Jump in. All right, let's get to the first one, man. I've been procrastinating. Okay. So this one says, Dear Extremely Balanced Advice Show, please can you help? I don't know what to do. I go to secondary school, but I hate it and I don't want to go. Every day I wake up and feel sick at the thought of what the day will bring. The problem is that the people in my class bully me. They call me names and sometimes they push me. I've had my dinner money stolen, and last week someone took my homework and put their name on it. I then got a detention for not doing it. I don't understand why they are being so horrible, and I really want it to stop. Please, please help. Sarah from Leeds. So that's quite a serious one. I wonder if anyone on the panel has got anything to say on that. Yo, family.
Yo, famo.
Well, go on. Did you hear that? Yeah.
Heard that still. And,
okay.
That's a bit of a like. We ain't gonna have the one solution or the one. You know what I mean? We're gonna have an opinion or you know what I'm saying, like an answer. That's what I want to say to Sarah first. Yeah, is that like I can only speak from my experience and how I went through in school. I'm a person. I used to bunk school a lot, blood. Like, I left school by year 9, not because man was getting bullied or man was like, you know, had any learning difficulties. Man just never feel school. I felt like it was dumbing me out, innit? So, but I don't know how Sarah's situation and how she sees school, apart from the bullying, how she sees school in terms of like wanting to learn and things like that, innit? Yeah. If it's a thing where it's because of the bullying, why she doesn't want to go to school, yeah, then there's ways that can be dealt with, innit? Meaning like speaking to teachers or mentors in school, and she has to come out about it, innit? Like bullying ain't something that ignoring will deal with it. Ignoring it will make it kind of worse, because then the bullying will continue, and then while you're ignoring it, you're bottling in all that pain, innit? So I would say if school is something where, you know, like Sarah, somewhere where Sarah wants to be and she wants to continue learning and whatever, not, yeah, then you have to speak to the teachers in the school or people in the school to try and, or even friends in the school, not even the teachers. There might be friends in the school that might be able to help, but they might not know she's getting bullied. A lot of people get bullied silently. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
It's about, that's what I'm saying. It's about depending on what angle she wants to go. Because another thing as well, yeah, is like, look, we educate kids to go to school, yeah. But at the same time, I'm a bit of a person that I will say to kids, listen, if school ain't for you, yeah, that this might sound a bit mad, yeah, but school dumbs down certain kids.
Yeah.
Like, and some kids, they do want to learn. And like we can teach ourselves, and some kids have the ability and the network and the people that are around them to give them enough guidance to teach them. I'm saying to you.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It all depends, but like it's a mad one, innit? Because like I said, fam, like if it's a bullying thing why she wants to leave, then yeah, there's ways around the bullying thing. Like there's people out there that can support you, Sarah, on the bullying side of things, like friends in school, maybe mentors, teachers. You understand me? So for the bullying, that can be addressed. Like even boy, if it was in a community, even gang, we can try and help on situations like that. When it comes to where there might be bullying going on in a community kind of thing where it's just childish bullying. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
But in a school, I'm sure there's adults or there's people in the school that can help with the bullying, man. Because what bullies have to understand, people that's victims of bullying have to understand, not until you stand up don't mean physically fighting, you know, until you stand up and you face that demon or that bully, yeah, that, you know what I'm saying, will anything happen? Because a lot of time people sometimes bullies are weak people. They're weak people. And they only bully the people who they think is weak. And the victims are never the weak people, because they're the ones that's being bullied and bottling it all up and still getting on with their learning and whatever, not whilst being bullied. So they're the strong one. The minute you stand up to a bully, you show them, you see the table turn. You see the weak character and the strong character. Because you're the strong character by standing up and showing that bully that, you know, I'm not scared of you, or I'm going to go and get help from the teacher, or you get me? But you hiding it. You're giving that bully power and strength. You allowing that bully to continue bullying you through being silent. That's letting the bully win.
So who should she speak to then? Cause like when you saying, yeah, who should she speak to?
Whoa, if she like, that's for her to make the judgment. Cause I don't know the full ins and outs of the situations. I can only give her a little, like, she might be able to speak to friends. There might be friends you can speak to. You know what I'm saying to you? If she's got friends at school, there might be friends that she can speak to that might be able to help, or that might not even know. A lot of times people who are being bullied, yeah, others don't even know they're being bullied. Or others might see that they're being bullied and think that it doesn't affect them because the way they bottle it up and handle it. They put on such a good image that, but if they wasn't to put on that type of image and they show that it's affecting them, there will be that 1 or 2, 3 people in the class that will be like, nah, it's gone too far now, innit? And we've all been in school. They used to be cussing matches back in school where we'll cuss out at you, but then the minute I see that you there looks like to say it's getting them emotional.
He's getting affected. He's getting too affected.
I Anton, lie that, I mean, come on, that alpha in the class, innit? It's our time man to allow it, innit? And and in every class, there's a youth that will do that, innit? There's a good child in every class that will stand up for bullying or, you know what I'm saying, people being victimized or anything.
I think sometimes with kids, like my perspective is this, I feel like the Sarah in Leeds, like this is no disrespect to you, but I feel like the term bullying is thrown around too lightly. You know what I'm trying to say, my king? Because it's like, I feel like
in today's day, I agree, because in today's day, there's a lot of people out there who are weak, innit? That in character, like. And a lot of people, when I say weak in character, I mean like they're low in confidence. So a low confident person being around even happy people can make them feel like a similar feeling to being bullied kind of thing, because of the energy. It's the energy, innit? You know what I mean? So
because it's like for instance, growing up, I feel like growing up, I was a man with the cussing matches, and I was ready for the cussing. So we're doing the cussing match thing, that's cool. And the teasing and all that.
I feel like that's part and parcel. Even certain things that were like spiteful, aimed towards man, yeah. Man still have to take that because it's just like children growing up, they can be mean, innit? And they can sense weakness or they can sense something that they can maybe like, you know, pick a little thread out of, and before you know it, that thread's turned into a rope, bro. And they're gonna use that rope to, like, if you're gonna hang yourself, you're gonna hang yourself. Like certain man, certain, like, I feel like, you know, like nature does this thing of the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, yeah.
Like every animal deals with that, innit? Except for humans. Now, when it comes to humans, it's like the weak ones will gang up on the fit one, yeah, and get him down or make it seem like he's doing something wrong for being fit. So that's another thing. If you send your child to school and your child's getting teased, what's the first thing you say? Like, I'm your youth, yeah, and I say, oh, Dad, I went to school and Michael and John and Tracy, like, yeah, they're cussing me about my nose. They're saying my nose is too big. What's the first thing you're gonna say to them?
Boy, man ain't a father, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying to you, but answering that question, if I was a father, if I'm knowing how I'd raise my youths, yeah. Boy, one, they want me going to community school, yeah. Two, if they were forced to go to community school, boy, my youths are gonna know themselves. They're gonna know about their features, whatever features they have and whatever not. So their thing will be to counter it in a way where they have to educate them, fam. You get me? So it's deeper than a message to the youths that I'm coming.
You're gonna say to your youth, oh, what educate? Oh, you just gotta educate them. What would you? Like, I'm saying. What
I mean, yeah, the level of the level of intelligence my youths will have, yeah. Like, I don't think, I'm not saying they can't be bullied, yeah, but for something like that, fam, yeah, like, I've gone way off a track right now, yeah. But what I'm trying to say, like, I don't call that bullying, fam. I can't see that as bullying, innit? So I'll laugh at my kid as well. He might think I'm bullying him too. What? Man are laughing at your nose, and you're finding that a way that you're saying to you. Like,
you don't think so? In your eyes, that's not bullying.
No, that's not bullying, cuz. In my eyes, that's not bullying, innit? Bullying is when now, like, you're cussing them about deep things, like things that you shouldn't go there with, or it's still bullying depending on the situation, you know, how the. But it's like you said, innit? It's down to the character of the person, fam, and what type of character that they are, innit? Because certain people will only.
So bullying is not to do with the person doing saying what it's the person that receives it. That's what it's bullying. Huh?
Say that again, guys. It's
like for instance, I could be getting onto you, Danny, about your nose, yeah. I'm just picking a nose, isn't it? I'm getting onto you about your nose. Ah, your straight nose. Ah, look at your straight nose. Yeah. Now you're just like, what's wrong with this dickhead? Shut up, bro. What are you watching man's nose for? Batty man, whatever, yeah. And you're counteracting it, cool. But then the next you now, I'm dissing them about their nose. And this thing is getting to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if I'm not bullying you, because you're gonna like clap back and rare, how is it bullying the other person that might want to go and hurt themselves? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that to me says that bullying's more about how the person receiving it feels.
Yeah.
Than actually what's being said or done.
For real.
I don't know, but sorry, what are you saying, Jedi? What are you saying, Pano? What I would say to that though, yeah, is that sometimes the person that can be clapping back, you know, fun and joking that, yeah, go home and cry. So I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Some people could be just like putting
all right. Look. Issa saying, yeah, in the comments, he's saying the little sis is saying she's getting her money and homework taken.
Exactly.
So a bit more than name calling.
Okay. Well, now see where money
different still.
See on that then, there, cuz like. She has to either speak to somebody, an adult around her, innit? Like either a parent to make them come in and speak and see the teachers for her, yeah? Or just to go to teachers directly yourself, or mentors in the school, or like someone who can help her in the school, you get me? Like, obviously this child isn't a child who has the confidence to deal with this thing by themselves, innit? You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
As a child, yeah, they gotta have someone there that they can go to, fam, innit? that can help address the situation, innit? Because they can go and try and speak to the bully, and the bully might just laugh at them, innit? And make them and it's turn up the bully even more now. Exactly. Remember, it's secondary school they bullying and dealing with. So I think back to my secondary school days, yeah. And bruv, without teachers getting involved or parents calling up saying to the son, like that kid's gonna get bullied his whole life, fam. I witnessed it, blood. I witnessed it, fam.
Yeah.
And me saying going to the teacher, like that ain't no snitching thing. That ain't the kids snitching. I want no little youth to think, oh, you go and tell them teacher you're snitching or this or that. No, it ain't snitching.
It's not snitching, though, bro.
It's not snitching, blood. Back in our, like, it's not snitching, cuz.
Why is it not snitching? Why?
Because they're at school, innit? Every kid gets sent to school to learn, innit? Yeah. So if that kid is feels like he or she's being bullied, fam, yeah. Rather than that, he said get the rope and whatever, not. They gotta go speak to a teacher, blood. Real talk.
All right. Let me hear what anyone else in the panel has got to say about that. Warren, Oz, Steps, go on.
Yo, I just think it's a tricky situation, man. Car, come on, man. Let's be real. If it was me, I'd be telling my kid, yo, go to school and bust the youth's head. And like I said yesterday, that's a part of the problem.
Trust me.
I mean? Like, that's a big part of the problem, blood. Because
why? Well, they're not going to try and bully him no more, though. Bully her no more. Like Sarah, go on.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd probably turn up at the school, and flipping, met my daughter or whatever. That's some licks under them people there. You get what I'm saying?
When I hear tomorrow as the father of the child that you dash licks on, blood, that happened to my son. Now me, as the father that I am, is coming to the school with my youth, and I'm gonna hold your youth and make my youth just box it.
Go. And that's what I'm saying.
And then we're gonna back up after school, and then it's gonna be a mad thing, and then
then what happens is it starts to spiral out of control. It gets
exactly.
And so prevention is better than cure. So forget how we would, whatever, yeah. And we gotta think out of the boxes that we're in. You know what I'm saying to you? We gotta think out of the boxes that we're in. To remember, we don't want a stem-on effect where it grows into something stupid that doesn't need to go there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to allude to by saying like it's a tricky one. You can't just turn away and act like you saying it'll continue forever.
Bro, school ain't the hood. School ain't the block, innit? School is
but my school was in the block, yeah.
In the block, exactly.
My school was in the hood, and I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. Telling the teacher was a snitch. Even my mum used to tell me, "Don't be a telltale." Yeah. Remember we used to have this song, "Telltale tit." The tongue is gonna split. I know the little puppy dogs have a little bit. That's a story saying, like, if you chat too much, you might lose your tongue, fam.
That's a different thing altogether, though, isn't it, fam? That's like you see your brethren, you see your brethren do something wrong, and you know it's wrong, and then you go and tell the teacher or whatever. That's a different story altogether, fam. You know what I mean? Man is chatting too much, literally. But when it comes down to someone being bullied, this is a psychological thing, you know. Fam.
That's what I'm saying, blood. So for every little kid out there that was bullied behind closed doors that might have gone and done something, harmed themselves in a way which might have been fatal, blood, I would have wished that they would have went to a teacher if they never go to a teacher for help. You know what I'm saying to you, fam?
You know what they'll say that though, Danny? Sometimes these kids go to teachers, and teachers don't listen. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they don't think it's that serious.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
I've even had a teacher. I've even heard a teacher say, well, stop telling tales." Yeah, you know what you say?
Let's address the question. And the girl's talking about. We're talking about this girl. This girl's getting.
Very much so. But all the things could be like added to what is going on in her situation. Like I'm just trying to fill in the blanks. For instance, I've got kids, and my daughter went a little something herself. You know what I'm saying? What I told my daughter was stick up for yourself. Don't go out and beat up people. Like, if it gets to that, then that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? But apart from that, open up your mouth and back yourself. Yeah? You think anybody bothers her at school? Nobody bothers her at school now. Literally.
That's what I said in the beginning, innit? About the bullies, them. they're the weak ones. You get me? And more time when you do something about bullying, you talk to them like you scare them now. They're like, raw.
Can I establish from you lot, yeah? Everyone in the panel, what is bullying? What is bullying to you? Because obviously, somebody taking your money, that's a robbery thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Like, and
bullying though.
Somebody taking your money every day, that's bullying, isn't it?
Okay. So what is bullying in a nutshell? What's the definition of bullying? Let me draw this for the definition of bullying.
A consistent act that is damaging this person's mental or physical being.
Yeah. It's like harassment, isn't it?
Yeah.
For real.
It's another version of harassment.
What bullying is like harassment?
Yeah,
it's another form.
Like a kid's version of harassment.
No. Bullying ain't nothing to do with kids, bruv.
Yeah, true.
Bullying is a behavior, fam. It's not. Do you know what I'm saying?
It can be like victimizing the weak, innit?
Yeah, but watch this though, yeah? Like, you got kids that are good and you got kids that are bad, right? The bad kids influenced some good kids to do bad things. You understand what I'm saying, fam? Yeah? And these kids that do bad things, they're learning bad things from their elder peers, brothers, uncles, cousins, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And now they're pushing these agendas on these good kids that want to hang around with these bad kids. But because these good kids are good, they can only do these bad things when they're outside the road and at school. They can't do them things when they go back home. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, let me give you the definition of bullying. Yeah, like a couple definitions. I don't seem like there's one. Okay, the first one, like when you go on like the Google dictionary kind of thing, which I think is a bit booky, but yeah, their first one is use superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force them to do something. And they gave an example. A local man was bullied into helping them. Yeah. So using superior strength or influence to intimidate someone. So that means that bullying is not always a bad thing then.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can we agree on that? Yeah.
That's what that says. Yeah.
Can we agree on that? Can man them agree that you can bully someone in a positive way?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Cool. Yeah. And then I'll give you another demonstration. Another explanation. Bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance. The behavior is repeated. One second. This one sounded a bit more like the one that Warren's describing. You get me? But it's from the Stop Bullying government site, yeah? And I just think they just overdo things, bro. Because, like, when you have a set of puppies, yeah? As Danny might be able to attest to this. When you got a set of puppies, the big puppy that most man is gonna go and pay top whack for, yeah, the king of the litter is the one that will probably push other animals out of the way, other its siblings out of the way to get to the teat. So now we call that the survivor, yeah. But when we come to England or when we come to humans now, no, I don't think all humans. But our set of society, we're like, oh, that's bullying, and we give it some negative spin. But ain't it supposed to be survival of the fittest by nature out here? So ain't it supposed to be like the weak one's gonna get chewed up? Ain't it supposed to? Ain't that what nature does?
Not necessarily.
Nah.
Yeah, not necessarily.
But it's guys, it's nature. Nature it's just different, innit? When you're talking about animals now, you wanna compare the bullying in nature to the bullying that these kids might be experiencing. It's two different type of things, doggy.
Are we not part of nature though, Danny?
No, we are part of nature. But I'm saying that.
Why are we always separate from nature, then?
No. Hear what I'm saying to you. In nature, the way animals will dominate for food, and it might come across as bullying because this is lions, the big one in the pack, and his brother and sister can't get to the food when he's got the deer, and it's a different type of thing. It's for survival, isn't it? But the bullying that goes on in schools and in society nowadays, it ain't for survival. It's to break people some of these times.
Okay,
It's for self-pleasure. Certain man do it for feel good. They get a feel good from seeing someone feeling small, and you get me. So it's different, innit? Like,
but then,
but ain't that person trying to in their own head subliminally, subconsciously, ain't they trying to survive as well? That's why they're projecting that kind of bullying type behavior.
Nah.
Yo.
I say yeah.
Because I've seen that myself, man. I've seen it.
That was another example, yeah, of bullying, innit? I'm talking about what I just said there. Like what I just said there, blood, yeah, is like it's different from what you're saying, cuz blood. Like what I'm trying to say is that there's man out here that just bully man for fun. They're not trying to make no one stronger, or when they see growth in that person, they think that so that person might become stronger from the bullying. But then when they notice right, they become stronger. The bullying approach will change now. All right, well, my man's getting stronger. All right, cool. I'm gonna break him now. Or you know what I'm saying to you? There is bullies out here that are bullies in them ways, and there's bullies out here that want to see a man grow. Like I can say, my big cousin was like that to me. My big cousin wouldn't condone, like, as a youth man on the road, and I'll do certain things and whatever not, and I'll go to him thinking, yeah, if I go and show my big cousin this, he's gonna give me ratings, a rate, man.
Yeah.
He'll call me a dickhead. You're stupid. Like, he'll belittle me, innit? But I couldn't understand it, though, because I thought this is what you're meant to do, because I thought this is what you do. You're meant to rate me for this, but he'll belittle me. And that's what I call good bullying, innit? Like, that's bullying me into seeing something which I'm not seeing, innit? But what I was explaining is a total different thing, fam. There's man out here that just bully man because they're fucked. Yeah. But they were born big, and they were born with this strength that they ain't one within themselves. They don't know how to, you know what I'm saying to you? Like,
I definitely hear you, and I'm not gonna lie. I agree with you on a lot of what you're saying. You get me? And there's not even no but to it. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. There's obviously there's a couple perspectives in it. Yeah. Obviously, there's a couple perspectives, and the way I see it is this. Yeah, like who was it? Who was saying it? Mr. Lee saying that it could be a subconscious thing of they're still acting like animals, bruv. Yeah, like because you know, like you got certain dogs that are bullies. I keep going back to dogs there, cause I think that's the closest animal to like that I've studied. You get me? Like, but you go back to dogs, and it's like one dog will kind of be a bit of a bully. I don't think they're trying to gain nothing out of it. I just think they're just trying to assert their dominance. Yeah, and I feel like we kind of detach so much from the animal part of us, yeah, that we see asserting their dominance and we label it with bullying, yeah. But it ain't bullying, bro. It's just, I mean, it is bullying, but I feel like
it's natural.
Yeah, I feel like most bullying is natural. Even the most fucked up bullying is natural. What is unnatural is for the one that's getting bullied to allow it to escalate to a certain level. I swear to God, when I was getting to school, yeah, like I used to get run down by certain older man. That's cool. But you see, if you ever try to back me in a corner, whatever, I will juke you up. I will do, you know, I'll do whatever it takes to survive.
No, I hear that.
So, like, you can bully man to a certain extent, but you're not gonna bully me to the point where, like, I've seen a man letting a man take his clothes off him and just no. I don't even think a gun could do that to me, bro. Like, so I feel like those that allow themselves, and this is not facts here. It's just one perspective here. Those that allow themselves, or those that don't find it within themselves, or those that don't have the training to help them overcome whatever obstacles come towards them, they are destined. Why is it? They're destined. Mute your mics, please. Yo.
Yeah, I'm on headphones still.
Yeah, they're destined to be victims. I feel like if we use the black man, and I know the young lady that never asked for all of this, but this is what happens. Hopefully we've answered some of your questions, but we're going to expand on it. If we look at the black race as a race that is being bullied, yeah, then we can see that, hold on, the ones that bullying, they're not necessarily stronger than man. They're just smarter than man and got a stronger will to survive, or a stronger will to survive by any means than the rest of us. Now, if we catch up to that kind of level, or if we decide we ain't having it, I'm not going to be wiped off the planet, I'm not going to have my race wiped off the planet, then we're going to fight back. And I feel like in the fighting back is when the real lesson about bullying comes to light. Is when you fight back. Even for a bully, yeah, for someone, if you're having someone up, yeah, and then you see them have this little, there's a point where they're not having it no more, I'm telling you, that can start all, man. That can make you respect someone as well. Like, rah, do you know what? I actually thought you was a pussy, but you're willing to ride out. You got that survival instinct within yourself. That means that I respect you as a fellow animal, as a fellow human. I feel we need a little bit more of that because there's too many people that's willing to lay down and just get victimized. And it's victim season out here. Anyway.
But do you think that's the real bullies though?
Right. Say that again, bro.
You think that's the real bullies though? Like, you know, certain men are bullies here, and then someone stand up to them and they're just gonna fall. But certain man, that's their nature. They really alpha like that to bully. Yeah. And when it comes down to it, when you try react, man are still gonna squash, man.
Oh, yes, the next
but it is what it is. Because what I'm saying is, yeah, in life, in nature, there's no safety net, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But in this human society, we've built it separate from the laws of nature, and now it's like there's all these safety nets, so you can call someone to sort out your issues.
So to the little girl, yeah, what advice do you give to this little girl that's going through her personal experience of bullying?
Personally, I would tell her, take up some kind of self-defense, yeah. Look for some kind of self-defense mechanisms, yeah. And another thing is, you know what? Try to not have it. At least try. Yeah. I don't think, from what she said, I don't know if she's even tried to stand up to them. Find it within yourself to say, I am going to stand up. And that's what I would tell my youth. Now, if my youth comes back with buff nose, saying, oh, I tried to stand up and I got broke up, I might take it to level 2 now or level 3. But the first thing is, say no. Say no. Give me back my homework. Are you mad?
In them, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. Not everyone's got it in them, blood. Like, if you're raised a certain way, yeah, conflict is the last thing you're looking to get in. You're trained to avoid conflict.
So then what were they raised wrong? Because how can you...
Yeah, definitely.
No. One last thing, yeah? Even all puppies and cubs, yeah? All puppies and cubs, yeah? When they're growing up, you look at them, what do? They play fight. Now, we know that their play fighting is to prepare them for life as adults.
But
we know this, yeah?
But these puppies and these are going to be domesticated animals.
And there's always one that gets bullied.
They're going to be domesticated animals, fam. Like, I hear what you're saying, yeah? But, blood, these kids are dealing with society, fam. They're not dealing with no... like babies and nursery life, like they're in society, they're in the real world, fam.
Yeah, but
Some victims, yeah, it's better that they don't stand up because that child there is going home to watching his mum get beat up, the father's boxing him across the room. He's got a demon in him. If he lets out, you know, brother, then kids are gonna he's gonna show them what bullying is now. He's going to show them that kid's channeling emotions and things that he goes through in his real life. Yeah, that it makes him he's got a loving nature naturally. But within him, through that hardship he's been through at home, he's got a different level of warrior in him, innit? So his thing ain't that, oh, he's scared of no one and getting worse for him. He's thinking that he's scared that if you make me get to a certain point, I'm gonna spaz out and it's curtains for your whole bleach.
Exactly.
You know what it is? I've seen that.
But
Reg's beside him as well. So it depends on the individual child, the circumstance, everything, blood.
I think we're going off topic though. I think we're slightly going off topic though, because we're not talking about we're talking about a girl child, yeah, that probably don't know nothing about nothing, fam. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Can I give an example? Yeah. See, my daughter, yeah, she's 3 years old, innit? Yeah, 3 and a bit, innit? Yeah. When I'm in the park, yeah, if I see someone do something to her, yeah, I'll straight away pull my daughter to the side and say, yo, boom. If she does that, slap her in the face.
Yeah.
You get me? If one of the parents want to say something, then you're gonna see what's going down.
But that's completely different. Yeah, that's completely different. I'll tell you why. Because of the environment. Hold on, fam. Listen to me. Listen. It's only different because of the environment, fam. You're outside where you are the sole carer of your child. You see, when you send your child to school, yeah, you're not watching what's going on. You can't see nothing.
No, before they get to school, before they get there. Right, go.
And when they get to school, yeah, the teachers are the authority. So let's say, listen to me. Listen to me.
Sorry, go on for me.
So when you go yeah, when your child goes to school and smacks up this youth, yeah, and gets excluded, yeah, then you're gonna have to find
Can I answer that?
No, I don't agree with that, fam.
Nah, man, I'm not.
Go on, E-Black. I'm gonna go on, E-Black. Let E-Black go. I'm gonna go after him, but I don't agree with that. Go on.
Like for me, the school, the teacher is not authority, innit? I don't work under this authority thing, innit? Yeah.
Come on, family.
You see what I'm saying? When they go to the school, the teachers obviously.
Don't say you keep the school then, cuz.
Maybe that's not gonna be the case.
You're gonna send your kids to authority, into an authority organization. Then what my man said applies, innit? Warren just said about them getting excluded and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's like saying.
Nah, but I'm the ultimate
don't let your kids go outside.
One voice.
It's like saying don't let your kids go outside because the feds are gonna be the authority. If you don't want to let feds be authority, keep them in your yard.
Exactly.
Authority is a mentality, bro.
Of course, but this is what I'm trying to say. It's an establishment, yeah, where you send your child there to go.
That's right.
People, you understand what I'm saying? It's not your child learning from you in school.
Pardon? Say that again.
Listen. One second. If you're not talking, please mute your mic. And it helps. Trust me. Mute your mics.
Because somebody's outside or something. I don't know what that is.
Go on. Step Nicely was going on with a madness as well. Look, this is Step Nicely.
Yeah, so when you send your child to school, yeah, like as I was saying, yeah, like the authority is the teachers because your child is learning from the teachers. They're not learning from you. You're not at school, yeah, teaching the lesson, fam. You understand what I'm saying? You're teaching the lessons at home. You're not teaching the lessons at school.
Yeah, let me.
So it's completely different, yeah.
All right, I'm coming in next. All right, cool. But hear this though, brother. Was you finished?
Yeah, go on.
All right, cool. All right, cool. So hear this now. One thing is this, yeah. School. I don't think you send your child to school for the lessons, yeah. I think you send your child to school for the lesson. School is the lesson of interaction, yeah, and of how shit works. School is. No, bro, it is. That's what it is, fam, yeah? Because forget the lessons, forget the geography, maths, whatever. Bro, 1 second. It's all about the interaction. So what you have to do, you are always the authority of your child. So when you send your child to this place, you need to arm them, yeah, with your instructions. It's a test, yeah? So now, your instructions is this, yeah? For my mum, yeah? If a man put his hand on you, yeah, unfairly, and he hits you, you make sure you hit him back, yeah? Then it got to a point where it's like, if a man hits you, make sure you hit him back 2 times stronger. Now, the reason why she's saying that, yeah, is not because she's advocating violence.
No.
But what she's saying is, yeah, you need to understand, yeah, that you as a boy child, or you as a girl child, you as a sovereign being, yeah, are responsible for your own safety, and you need to make sure that you make others around you respect your boundaries, yeah? And this is why you tell your youths, don't let no one chief you up. It's another reason why you tell your youths, don't go run into the authority.
Only way to defend
once they get used to running to the teacher for their issues, they're going to get used to running to the feds for their issues. I'm a man, I didn't even run to my mum for the issues. That's how much I was taught to cope with my own shit and deal with my own reality. That's why I'm the man I am today. And I swear to God, this is why authority don't have that thing over me. Oh, because you're wearing a uniform, or because you're at the front of the class. I might obey and listen and not bait myself up and not get myself nicked, but I never ever look at you as being my boss or my superior. And I think that's what this young girl needs to learn, yeah, is to learn to defend herself. I want to hear that she's done her best to defend herself, her best to sort out the issue herself before going to a teacher or a third party. That's what I would say.
So this is what I'm saying, yeah? I get your point and I 100% agree with your point, yeah? But this is my point, yeah? This girl doesn't probably come from the background we come from, yeah? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah? So watch this now, fam, yeah? She's probably come from, let's say, Bangladesh, something like that, yeah? Cool.
Well, no. She ain't come from no Bangladesh, bro.
Yeah, let's say.
This is Sarah from Leeds, yeah. I just feel like she's not Bangladeshi, innit? I'm gonna throw that out there.
Right, she might not be, fam. Yeah, but I'm saying though, yeah.
I'm saying she's black. I'm saying she's black. I'm saying she's your cousin, bro.
Go to the point, blood.
Right. So my point is this, yeah, that when she's at home, she probably never had to deal with nothing like this before. So her parents never really had to tell her how to deal with people like this.
What do you mean at home never had to deal with nothing like? I don't get what do you mean.
Okay, cool. So her life.
A lot of parents are bullied, you know.
Her life. Yeah, but that's different though.
Go on. Get your point.
That's what I'm trying to say, fam.
Yeah, sorry, fam.
Like, at the end of the day, fam, where she comes from, yeah, is not where everybody else comes from. If it is, fair enough. But I doubt it very much on why, yeah, she's asking what she should do. Because she would have had this kind of information otherwise, fam. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah? Facts. Yeah, you know how black parents get down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah?
That's a stereotype. You're stereotyping right now, and I want to agree, but it's not right.
But even we're disagreeing on what to do, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just say something, Kings?
Go on, Oz.
Yeah, basically, I have to agree with what Jedi is saying. And I want to say to the young queen, most definitely look after yourself. And for all the parents out there, get your kids into some form of self-defense from a young age. I would suggest from the age of 3 and onwards. But yeah, preferably a form of martial arts so they can defend themselves against these sort of negative people. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
Okay.
It's about building up their confidence as well. Yeah, that's a big thing because you can have some people, yeah, that do martial arts and stuff, yeah, but they still ain't got that confidence, if that makes sense.
Raised by parents with no confidence. You're saying bullying? Because some of them are raised by parents with no confidence as well. You know what I mean? So, like, my thing to this year, see when it comes to bullying, yeah, like the advice given to bullying, yeah, in today's day has to be a personal one-to-one thing, knowing deep depths of the situation, blood.
Okay,
like, knowing her background, and you got to know more about Sarah, more about what's going on to give her the actual right advice to go off with on this situation.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Like, there's not one message for bullying out here. There's not one message for the youth them out here. I'm not going to put one message out for the youth. I'm going to do every youth individually through what he's going through and what his situation is, and you know what I'm saying? Certainly, I might get onto them in a bullying stance because blood, like. You're not meant to be out here, fam. You've got everything set for you. You got mom, father that will give you everything. You got opportunity there, fam. You got a business. Go into the business. Like, I will push them away from the road in a bullying approach, but out of love. Yeah. I'm saying to you. But then certain youths now, I'll be there like a brother for them where any time of the day they can reach out to me. You know, like, bro, your shit's peak. Fam, if you even need a yard to come stay at, boom, I might even house the youth or help the youth in things at a different level. So, like, when it comes to dealing with the youth in today, yeah, there's not one message that we can put out there.
No, of course not.
Like, it's that bullying as well. It's one of the you got to get personal. You got to get in there.
Right, so that's why I tried to. That's why I tried to come from my own perspective, which is listen. I hear everything, but you and certain man then went down the road of speak to the authorities, yeah. So I'm gonna keep it true and go down another road of free yourself from because if you start that trend,
man went down the road of what?
Speak to the authorities, yeah, being the teacher, isn't it? Yeah,
the teacher.
Yeah. And my thing is this, yeah. Before you even go to the authority, before you even go to an external person, before you even come to the Extremely Balanced Advice Show and ask for advice, yeah. Like this is what we need to be installing in the young generation, which is learning how to conflict resolution for themselves, learning how to at least try first internally. See, all the power is within. All the power is within, yeah. And we're gonna keep training people to put their power outside of themselves. This is probably why Sarah from Leeds is in this predicament, because their parents are in that same predicament. Yeah, because they taught them about self-empowerment. Now, most parents are going to teach their youth to stand up for themselves from a nursery, from a toddler age, from wherever. From you see two babies playing, and one baby take the dummy off another baby out of another baby's mouth and put it in their mouth.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Let me tell you why my message is.
One sec, Danny, man. One sec. You know what it is. why I think Jedi is right. It's all about what you're teaching your kids from young, innit? So if you're growing your kid with a mentality that, look, anybody puts their hand on you, you make sure you hit them back, innit? Then they're gonna go to school with that mentality, and you know what? They're not gonna get bullied, cause they've got that confidence already. They're using that. You get me? Kids know, look, if I put my hand on him, he's definitely gonna hit me back. So
yeah.
Like I'm not sure.
Already. Yeah, you know already. You know, you're not boxing me and not getting away with it. You're gonna box. If you touch me, it's gonna be on.
This is why I was telling man what I was telling, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even my daughter that's going secondary school right now, fam. You understand what I'm saying? And what I told her was not to go to the authorities straight away, because my parents taught me the way how Jedi is talking. That's how I told my daughter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But if she had any more problems, then it would have it more than likely would have been a thing that I would have been going to the school to teach.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but this is
you're the authority.
Yeah, but it's different stroke, different folks, fam. You understand what I'm saying? Some people don't have to deal with things never in their life, fam. They've never had to deal with these things. You understand? They don't come from that background. They don't come from that life. You understand what I'm saying? And we need to bear this in mind, fam.
Yeah. But this is the thing. If you don't come from that life, that it's the baptism of fire, because you know what, that life that we're talking about, when it's basically conflict resolution. Yeah.
One voice.
That life of conflict resolution, you might not have felt it yet, but you are gonna have to learn how to deal with it at some point in your life. If we don't deal with our own issues, then we're eternally gonna be in the debt of another agency that's gonna do it for us, and then that means that's where you get a nanny state.
Yeah.
Bro, what culture doesn't have bullying though?
Exactly.
When you say what background don't have bullying in that?
It depends on where you live.
Let me add to that thing there.
Because there's places. Hold on 1 second, Danny. Yeah, because brother just asked me a question. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a prime example right now, fam. Yeah. Prime example.
You're bullying me, you know, blood. You're bullying me, fam.
But I'm not looking for the exception, though. I'm looking for the rule. If you get what I mean, you get me.
Listen, what I'm saying to man is this, yeah, cause like every man here's got a valid point in it, yeah. We all got valid points, and the reason why in 2018, yeah, I will tell a youth that look. I said the first thing I said before anything back going to a teacher was blood, yeah. Like, stand up to the bully, innit? Because more time the bullies are the weak ones, and the weak ones, once you stand up to them, they might take respect and start respecting you after, innit? But then there was another question why I said then go to the teacher, innit?
Yeah. There was another question.
Today's day and age of how the youths have been raised and how they're taught, and even their parents, bro. Youths of today in schools today are man from our generation scripts, like 30, 35, whatever not. You get me, cuz? So even knowing the mentality of our generation to know what these youths are being taught and how they're being raised as well, yeah? Like, bro, the best thing is, yeah, in a lot of these situations, you need an adult to do conflict resolution, fam. So that's I said I go to a mentor. That's what I'm saying, man. I personally want to get into school and work with secondary school and work with the youth one day and do mentoring in it, because blood, they need brothers like us from the road, fam, that used to be to come in there and work with them, fam. Because these teachers, like, cool, a teacher might not be the right person because they don't even understand the youth like that. Like, that's why every school needs mentors in it. Ones that ain't there to do the teaching, but they're there in the playground, they're there amongst the classes, they know the kids, they know the characters, and they know that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you? Because
and you know what it is? Not for the time, yeah. We like us telling the youth to go and tell the teacher now. That could make it worse. You get me?
Worse.
Yeah. Sometimes.
So
those teachers might be shook as well, bro. They don't know how to deal with bullies. Like, say basically, yeah. Say my missus, she met this woman, yeah. She works in the nursery, innit? Like, she got a child around the same age as ours, innit? So we're quite into finding out best practices and this and that, yeah. And she's like, she works more from a Waldorf perspective, which is like not conventional nursery, kindergarten kind of thing, yeah. So basically, she's saying to us, yeah, see, most of the time, yeah, when kids are like little, like 3 years old, yeah, they fight, yeah, but everyone breaks them up. You see what I'm saying, yeah? But it's best to let them do what they're doing, and like until it really turns into a fight. Like when they're disagreeing, innit, yeah? Like let's say they're fighting over a toy. They're not hitting each other, they're just fighting. You just leave them fight, and then afterwards you communicate the thing.
Cuz we're in 2018, Ruben.
Yeah, me too, bro.
14-year-olds are dying. 14-year-olds are getting 25 years for slapping over next
But we're not just talking about 14-year-olds, bro. We're talking about in general.
King. No, but we're talking about bullying and the question of the schoolgirl, innit? So when we're telling you about leave them, make them fight and rare blood, if we continue to leave the youths, let them fight, there's going to be more deaths on the road, fam. School kids are dying right now, fam.
Let me finish though, please, bro. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So she's saying that the reason why you let them basically resolve their conflict between themselves. Do you see what I'm saying? Because at that age, it's never that serious. And then afterwards, you talk to them and you let them talk. But too much, yeah. People are interrupting the conflict, yeah. At those ages, yeah, where people are not able to deal with it and they're walking around scared, bro.
Trust me.
That's true, you know, family. Because I do that to my kids sometimes,
you know what it's like, yeah? It's like at a zoo. Yeah, it's like, you know, at the zoo where certain young animals are getting hand-reared, yeah? Because of all that human interaction now, yeah? It's like that animal cannot survive in the wild.
Fact.
Because it's been babied too much. And I feel like that's what's
nanny state, isn't it?
And yeah, and that's happening from the adults. The reason why they're saying bullying is skyrocketing right now is because this society is creating more and more insecure, weak people that cannot deal with that can't deal with conflict, fam. And this is the issue. I don't know.
I hear that, you know, because you see, like for me now, yeah, I got a 9 and a 10-year-old, yeah. My daughter's 10, my son's 9. And them two sometimes are like blasted hog and dog when they're ready, man. Trust me. So sometimes, yeah, they'll be running to me like, "Oh, Dad, blah 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 blah." I'm like, and I'm like, listen, sort it out yourself. And I let them sort it out themselves.
Tales, isn't it?
You get me? All them kind of things as well. But what I would say to the young sister still though, yeah, is that the one of the main reasons what I would say, yeah, that she needs to start somehow start to defend herself and speak up. And even if she loses, it's not about winning or losing. It's just about getting that experience, yeah, of maybe sometimes having a bit of a conflict. Because when she leaves senior school now, yeah, right, the reality is, yeah, she's going to end up in a workplace. And listen, I've worked in all types of places, blood, and I've seen, yeah, and I see every day, yeah, big people, 50, 60-year-olds, 40-year-olds getting bullied at work.
Yeah,
but this thing ain't just school.
Yeah.
You get me? So at some point, yeah, because you see, like the authorities at school is like the teachers and stuff like that, yeah. But when you go into the workplace now you're talking about HR, you know, all these people at work here that are running up and down to HR every minute. It's getting worse for them, brethren. They think their HR's helping them, blood.
Yeah.
When these people are going to HR and that, yeah, it's peak for them, blood.
So isn't the solution basically fixing the mindset then?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
What are you talking about, dog, bitch?
Because I feel like basically, yeah, you have, in order to fix the mindset, you have to go to the root of where the mindset is actually made up of.
Yeah, which is in the house.
Mindset is where you spend the most of your time and what you're taking in through your eyes, you know, your surroundings and all that.
But what mindset do you think needs to be challenged in terms of this subject of bullying?
Low confidence.
No, wait, don't.
Let him talk, man. Let him talk.
I feel like when it comes to bullying, yeah, I feel like because like for those who ain't getting bullied, for those who are getting bullied, they're the ones that ain't spending it. Like, for example, if you're a bully, yeah, and you're spending most of your time around hard people, you know what I'm saying, and people who are like, I don't even know how to explain it, like people who are on the road, innit, and you're spending your time in a harsh reality. You're going to be a harder person, and you're gonna have a more broader, you're gonna have a more stronger mind than somebody who's getting babied around. Like how you said in a zoo, yeah. Obviously, the animals who are babied all the time, they're not gonna be able to survive in the wild. Now, in order to connect to the ones that are getting bullied, yeah, you have to be a person that's open to listen to what they're saying. I feel like people, yeah, like for example, when I was a kid, I used to get bullied by my
bro, you're 15.
I know. I know.
Say your point. When I was a kid,
why are you always dragging it, Jedi, man?
Say your point. Say your point.
We're saying I'm always bullying you, yeah?
No, but when I was younger, my cousins used to really like bully me. Like I was always, I'm not gonna lie, I was a victim towards them because they were older and they used to take the mick in it. That was because, yeah, I feel like if I was told, but when I was trying to get out my feelings and be like, mom, oh mom, my mom would always be like, oh, stop snitching, So it was never for me to harden up and actually man up here. There was never that connection of like, all right, I get what you're saying, Lamar, but you need to So ever since I felt that I got that connection, because we have to understand that in order to communicate information, there has to be a connection. And I feel like for those who are trying to communicate information to those who are getting bullied, there is no connection. Do you understand? So the information is not being received. So then,
son,
they feel like no one understands. And then when they feel like no one understands, they feel like they're alone in the world. And then that's the worst place to be. Do you understand? So that's what it is. It's a mindset. And I feel like, obviously, society is harsh like that. It can break you down if you're not strong enough. Do you understand? And I feel like if you're not there, people need to connect in it. That's what it is. It's a connection thing.
So who needs to connect with Sarah?
I feel like
Do you know what? Let me 1 second, yeah. True, you just come here, and I really want your point of view. This is Glitch, by the way, yeah. Everyone make some noise for Glitch. He's like the youngest member of the gang. He's like 15. He was 14. He just turned 15. Yeah, so big up man like Glitch. Follow him on the Instagram and that as well, yeah. My little brother. All right, look, let me read this for you though, Glitch, yeah.
At Young Glitch, yeah. At Glitch, yeah.
Yeah. At Young Glitch. All right, let me read this for you, yeah. So it says, "Dear Extremely Balanced Advice Show, please can you help? I don't know what to do. I go to secondary school, but I hate it and I don't want to go. Every day I wake up and feel sick at the thought of what the day will bring. The problem is that the people in my class bully me. They call me names and sometimes they push me. I've had my dinner money stolen, and last week someone took my homework and put their name on it. I then got a detention for not doing it. I don't understand why they are being so horrible, and I really want it to stop. Please help." From Sarah in Leeds. So yeah, so now you're up to speed. So does what you say still apply, bro?
Right. I feel like yes, it does.
Okay.
I feel like yeah. No one, if she's getting bullied to an extent where she's, first of all, we have to understand that when it comes to getting bullied, people test their boundaries, innit? You have to understand that a bully is not just gonna go up to a person and just be like, give me your lunch money. There's a boundary. Do you understand? To a point where, all right, it starts with the jokes.
So you say
they're
like,
like, all right, cool, let me push it a bit further. And then they realize that they can push the bar as further as taking stuff from them. Do you understand? So we have to. So I feel like it's a training thing. You can't just tell her something and she's gonna. It's a thing of we have to take her in and we have to train her mindset. It's gonna take time because her mindset has already been built in a certain way which is weak. Do you understand? So you have to understand that the bully has been trained in a way as well as she's been trained in a way. Do you understand? And it's all got to do with the upbringing. Do you understand? It always starts at home. You understand? And I feel like we can't do it over the phone. We can't text her. We have to be with her, and we have to show her what it is to be able to we have to let her realize the power within herself. She feels like she's powerless at the moment. And that's what makes her feel victimized. It's her mindset. Do you understand? She doesn't understand the power she has as an individual.
So what I'm saying is this, yeah? You're saying someone needs to connect with her, yeah? But you're saying what, like, who though? Who?
It could, I feel like, I feel like it has to be a woman though. It has to be someone that has been through the same thing she's been through. Because I feel like no offense, you lot are real hard guys, innit? Like you lot are proper, I wouldn't say bullies, you're not bullies, but you lot are from the mentality. You've grown up with a hard mentality. Like you're not, no one can victimize you basically, innit? And I feel like the only people that can connect with her are the people who have gone through the journey of which she's going through right now and then overcome it and then got to a place where they're at your mentality. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we have to find a female which has gone through what she's been through, in which they can communicate. So it can be like, so she can say, I know how it feels. We can't say
Hold on,
we know how
Glitch.
it feels
Hold on,
because we
Glitch.
don't know.
Can I
You understand?
Who said
Can I
we
say
don't know how
something?
The point, yeah.
Well, all right, cool. You may, yeah, but let's be honest, yeah. You said it yourself. I was watching your live, and you said if someone backs you in the corner, yeah, you would do anything it takes for you to survive.
But I
don't feel
still,
that
but I still understand what it feels like for someone to use their strength, their wisdom, their age, or their numbers to try and take advantage of me because I didn't have those things. So
I think we all have.
But this is. No, I understand that. I understand that, yeah.
Bro, I remember one time, yeah.
One
time I went shopping for my mum, bruv, yeah, and I had my shopping bags in my hand, and my little brother was with me, yeah, and one big youth, yeah, that was like at least 4 years older than me and very much way more educated on the roadsides, came up and just punched me in my nose, bro. My nose was just bleeding. Did I punch him back? No. Did I chase him? No. I just stood there and tried to hold my bloody nose, fam. So obviously, what do you think that does in your head, though?
I understand. No, that's true. I understand what I understand what you're saying, yeah. But I'm saying this, yeah. I feel like when it comes to you, it's a bit different because
it's your
in terms of your experience, you've had that experience of standing up for yourself.
Okay.
Like for someone that, because I've been through it. I've had times, yeah, before I was in secondary school, when I started secondary school, I was a victim to people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
At that time, I had never stood up for myself. Do you understand? So it's almost a thing of like I'm scared to stand up for myself because I'm scared of what could happen. It's the fear of the unknown. Do you understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So when it's her now, yeah.
Hey, Daddy, stop fucking clapping.
It's not bullying. Stop bullying, man.
You know when the man is talking,
when it's her now, yeah, she's never experienced standing up for herself.
Okay.
So then when she does it, yeah, and she feels what it's like and experiences the power that she actually does have, then that's the moment when she can actually start working from that point. But she's under that radar at that moment. Do you understand? So we need someone to lift her up.
But you know what else as well helps? It helps when you have numbers. Like when you're by yourself and you're getting bullied, obviously you feel like you're the only one that's going through it.
Yeah,
or if you're in a crew.
Live alone, die alone. That's what my mum used to say.
If you're in your own clique, in your own crew, and they're coming at you, yeah, you're not outnumbered. So obviously you don't feel alone. That's why with me, when I was in high school, I had my own crew. So even if the man came to bully us, yeah, we weren't alone. Like we could, if we had to go down to it, you know, we could take them down. You know what I'm saying?
So you're like one of them ones.
But I don't get caught slipping alone, though.
When you watch the program and there's a bunch of brothers and that it's like a victim crew. So you had
Big
like
it was a victim crew. No, it was, but
it was, isn't it?
At time, yeah, it was still.
Hey,
yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah,
that's unhealthy too, though, because you lot start enabling each other, just like bullies enable each other to stay bullies. Yeah. And no one wants to be the one to say, "Oh, I don't think we should be doing this, man." Them victims enable each other to stay victims.
Yeah. But if you think about it, if you're around people that are suffering with you, it relieves the pain. Like it makes you feel like you're not alone.
You're only gonna get more comfortable suffering rather than being like, "I can't fucking take this no more."
You know,
True. It's like Gazelle or something. Someone's gonna get got.
You know it is though, yeah. We all play a part in bullying, innit? Because we've all witnessed bullying before as well, innit? And we've all done nothing.
Or dealt it. One of the two.
Warren,
look at smiling. Look at it.
Go on.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone plays a part in bullying, whether you're the victim or the bully. Like just being someone even watching that bullying thing going on, and you identify it as bullying, or you see it. Really, like we should all be standing up to bullying, innit? You know what I mean? Like
but this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Danny. When you're standing up for bullies, yeah, when you're standing up against bullies and helping someone that's being bullied, I know what you mean, yeah. I know, and trust me, when I see man getting taken advantage of, I will step in. But at the same time, there's a balance to it, yeah, because
there's a balance.
You could be robbing somebody.
It's like fishing. Teaching to fish.
Experience to solve something for themselves. And where you had that, Danny, and I had that, and Glitch had that, if we rob someone of that ability to do that themselves, they may never find it.
Yeah, but then, like, you don't know when that moment is gonna come, so you'd rather get them out of the situation.
No,
so
but you have to understand
doubt.
this. Being bullied, yeah, this is what I wanted to say.
Hold on, let Glitch talk. Hold on.
Wait, one sec. This is important. This is very important, what I'm about to say, yeah?
Yeah, that's subjective, bruv.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to talk.
On my point I was saying before man go past it, yeah, blood, yeah? Yeah. What's the point of standing up to a bully, fam, yeah? Like I said, me watching. If I watch you man bullying, man like I'm watching, like Jez is bullying a man in a room, for example. Jez is bullying Warren. Warren's bullying Jedi, yeah? Warren's bullying Jedi. I'm gonna be like, I will stand up to this thing in a way where
man said,
yeah, exactly. Jez, don't have it from that. I'll be like, Jez, don't have it from that dickhead, blood.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't even like a dickhead.
Are you gonna jump in though?
I will counter
it first. You're gonna say that first.
So what that does, yeah, that gives you a bit of power. So ain't that man showing to stand up, but man's behind you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a boost.
Just gas on that.
Hey, yo, Danny.
Guys, mute your mics, except for Danny. Mute your mics, please. Mute your mics, please.
Hey, how'd you do that?
There's a mic icon on your screen somewhere. Just press it.
You're good.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go on, Danny.
So I'm saying there's ways of standing up to bullying, King, innit? Don't think a bully where you can, like I said. Like,
can you repeat that way that you said? Because you was cutting in and out. I heard it, but repeat it.
For example, yeah. Say that, for example, you was getting bullied by Warren, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, I can say we're in class, we're at our tables and whatever not, and I'm witnessing this in a class, innit?
Yeah.
Yes. Don't have it from that dickhead, my brother. Do your thing, but really, you're a soft you and whatever. I'm trying to give you a boost of confidence. Like,
yeah, he's trying to gas me up.
Don't have it, blood. Don't have it from that dickhead. But my man's like he's going like he's a bad man. But I'm a man. I can stand my ground, innit?
Yeah, so yeah. And he ain't gonna say nothing back.
I'm showing the bully that you're not blood. You're not bad, yeah.
But what if he is bad?
Say that again.
What if he is bad?
What do you mean? What if he is bad?
Yeah, what if he actually is bad?
You're saying he's not bad, but I'm saying what if he is bad?
All right, for me to stand up to a man, yeah, I'll stand up to a man because I know that I can defend myself against a man, innit? So me telling man to stand up against my man, yeah, is showing him that obviously the shoot. I don't see him as bad, innit? He might be bad blood, but to me you're not bad, cuz. To you, you're only bad to this you air. That's why you ain't trying to bully me. So I'm standing up for the victim of the bullying, yeah. I don't see this person as someone who can bully me, bro.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to bully you.
But that's what.
Well, 1 second. He wouldn't be able to bully you, but he might be able to fight you and beat you up. That's different, isn't it? So now, what I'm saying is, when you're saying, "Oh, this dickhead," you're talking about. Let's say you're talking about someone you know physically can do his thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like when you're. When you're getting bullied.
I know physically I can do my thing too. So okay. I'm not watching. Yeah, you beat up on the playground. No, it's fam. Man beat up on the playground. It's going further from that. Then it's man. This dude in my class will know my background.
Dude, this is the problem, bro.
He will know where it comes
from. Hey, Malone, can I just say something to that? Yeah. Earlier, you was talking about this is 2018. These youths are killing each other. Everything. Same thing with like referred to what Glitch was saying. Yeah. This is what man was talking about. Man can't take no L's, bro. Man are too not used to confrontation. Yeah. That as soon as man take an L, man is like, oh, man's gonna take it further.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Bro. I'm being real. I'm being realistic. That came from me saying it's about people standing up when they're witnessing bullying, and then for me saying that
sometimes it's the bully that takes it further.
Man added it on basically where it can go, and I'm saying if realistically, if it does get to that, we know where it can go, family. But I was just trying to give a point of basically if we're witnessing bullying, yeah. We should try and, you know what I'm saying to you? And then man said to me, oh,
but this is why, this is why they say.
Like,
I just.
Yeah, go on.
Can I say something?
Oh, go on.
Yeah, I was just saying, this is why, like, when it comes to backing up someone that's getting bullied, yeah, it's all about with great strength comes great responsibility. Because if you see someone that If you see someone that's so innocent, like, you know, like, even if they stood up, they're still gonna get dropped. Like, and you know, like, you can take on the guy that's bullying the guy that's gonna get dropped. Yeah, I know you want the other guy to have his moment of standing up and feeling that power and energy that I can do it myself. But you really, like, mathematically, biologically, the man can't stand up for himself against someone that big. So it's your duty. With your size, it's your duty to back the guy up.
You know what it is, though.
It's your duty.
It's about spirit. It's about your energy.
One at a time. Come on, guys.
That was rude for me. Sorry.
What do you mean duty, though? Like, based on nature and that.
Sorry, that was rude.
Because if you're a righteous man, then you can see injustice going on, yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a tired dog, but you see that going on, you should feel like, this is wrong still.
No, I just feel like.
But you don't know them though. What's justice in that?
It's not about you beating him, you know. It's about you defending yourself, fam.
That's
You're
what
not losing. You're showing them that you're willing to defend yourself now.
Trust me, bro. Trust me. So when I get the example, yeah. So when I get the example about where it go when man say, oh, but if he's bad though, he can beat you up, fam.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to do it, bruv.
No, but you said he's not bad though. That was your words. You said he's not bad. I
gave an example, innit? But the man said to man, if he is bad though.
Yeah, of course.
Fam. In my eyes, when you're bullying someone, cuz, yeah, that don't make you bad bullying someone.
No. But bro, another thing is this, yeah? It is in your eyes, Danny, that he's bullying someone. Because you're estimating their power levels, isn't it? Yeah, like Dragon Ball. You're like, this one's level 50, that one's level 2 in your eyes, isn't it?
We can't witness bullying then. Is that what you're saying?
No, we can. I'm not saying that. But
okay, so if I'm clearly witnessing bullying,
we've already said that bullying in itself is subjective, yeah? Because really, it's down to how the other person takes it.
Yeah,
exactly.
So if I take it in me sitting there watching and I see it as bullying, then bro, if I witness what I think is bullying.
Danny, if I punch you in your face every day, yeah? And every day I punch you in your face, yeah?
Bro, by the first time I punch my face, by the first time you punch my face.
No, one second. If I punch you in the face every day, yeah? And every day I punch you in the face, you punch me back, yeah? Is that bullying?
It is. Hey, this now. Hey, this. No, say it again. Say by the what day?
If I punch you in the face, every day I see you, I punch you in the face. Yeah. And every day I see you, I punch you in the face, you punch me back.
I'm gonna give you an example right this second.
That's bullying, bro.
I'm gonna give you an example now, yeah?
Nah, it's not bullying.
Is it bullying, bro?
Now I'm gonna go past. Let me give you an example, yeah? Let me give you an example, yeah? My brethren's dead, yeah? He died last year, cuz, yeah? This is one of my oldest from the ends, yeah? That's dead right now, yeah? And one of my young'uns from the ends is the one who killed him, a young'un to me. So my oldest 35. My young'un was 24 at the time, yeah? This young'un must have done something around this older that he never rate, innit? And every time he saw him, yeah, bruv, he was smacking him up, blood. Like punching him up, fam. So he might have seen him today on Monday, smacked him up to his face, still swollen. He's seen him on Thursday and smacking up his swollen face. He's seen him 2 weeks later, bro. He got smacked about 5 times. And my brethren ain't no guy that you want to get smacked up by, bruv. Trust me. The man that don't have no control, fam. So, bro, fam, this is my dog, cuz. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying to you, fam? These man raised me out here, cuz. Man, if I got a problem, I can say, yo, fam, and it's that time. You know, like, so, but I have to be real in the situation, bro. My brethren bred his own killer, fam. Yeah? He bred his own killer. Because the last time now, this dude start walking with a knife now, rude boy. The last time when he caught him in a little dance, little thing right in the end, yeah, and he caught him and beat him up outside to a man had to hold him back now because the community saw that it was going too far and they held him back, which they should be doing, innit? Like you see a fight going too far, you break it up, innit? I'm saying to you, yeah, it's 2 brothers, yeah, it's 2 black brothers as well. So boom, they've held my man back now. When they've held him back now, this guy, bruv, has been built up with so much fucking fear that he's managed to get his knife out, blood. Run up to my man when man are holding him back and gave him like 17 stabs, blood, face, throat, chest, heart, ribs, everywhere, cuz, out of fear, and killed my brethren, cuz. Do you understand me? So my point was this: I was mad because I'm not in the hood to know this is going on. So me and one of my codies had a mad little almost fall out where we almost got into a thing over this, blood. Because fam, man knew this was going on in the hood, and man, this fucking dickhead, bro. So I got mad about that, blood. Cause I've lost my dog, and now my little young'un sitting in the thing, and it's bro. So at the church that I went to, when man shut down the church with Mac now, yeah, bro. After that event, and man left that event, yeah. Who approached me? Malone. My little young'un, fam. He just bust case the other day, bruv. yeah, for he got NFA basically, innit? Because of what happened. For that thing, fam. He got let out, cuz. So he approached me. Bro, it was a head fuck. Because I haven't seen, I've been through many emotions. The first emotion was rah. It was a mad thing, then it was this, then I've been through many emotions regarding this thing, fam. So when I seen after that thing, it was a, so in that situation there, blood, what? How would you describe that?
That's nuts. Dad, I would say, yeah, that the older was definitely bullying him, yeah. But remember what I said to you, bro, yeah. The first
my brother.
Yeah, the older that died, yeah, was definitely bullying the younger, yeah. Or beating him up every time he saw him. Well, I wouldn't say bully him, but it would be, I don't know what the younger did.
No,
there's been certain man, one second. There's been certain man that I've been on that same flex where anywhere I see you, I'm bracking you up. I don't care if I broke you up last week. Don't make me see you. When you see me,
bigger man than me. Let's have bigger physically more man than me. See me and be every time. Cause I swear to God, come the third time, bro. With my head and what I'm trying to control in my head. Cause I'm putting a man in the ground for the third time.
One second. The point I'm trying to make, the point I'm trying to say to you is that I punched you, yeah, every time I saw you, but you punched me back. This is different now from what you're saying, that scenario. Because that scenario sounds like there was never no get back until at the very end.
Right.
So it was never. So it was a energy. So it was, it was a build up because man weren't really. There was no back and forth. It was just one sided. So obviously, man's gonna expect that this is only gonna last so long, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? My thing is, I tell a man, when you see me, run. Like, run. If you run, I'm not going to chase you. Because I'm humiliating you by letting you know you tried the thing at one point, and now anywhere you see me, you have to move off. I'm not going to pursue you because I know that's how you will die. I know that's what was going to happen in this story. But the point I'm trying to say is, if I punched you, and every time I punch you, you punch me back, can we call that bullying?
It's kind of coming down to what you saying about the corner thing, though. Like, we put a man in a corner. It's like the elder guy put the younger guy in a corner, innit?
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
All right, my brother. Exactly that,
definitely. Okay, so now, but if I punched you, and every time I punched you, you never punched me back, is that bullying?
But you started the punch, so that means you're the bully.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be real, Jay.
Yeah, that sometimes bullying is only bullying if there's no retaliation. You get me? If there's retaliation or there's a fight, then it's like starting a fight. It's different, isn't it?
That's not true.
So what you're saying it's not beef, it's not bullying, it's beef.
You have to make a bully know, yeah? If you try it with me, it's not a bullying thing, cuz you're starting a fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
It's beef, it's not bullying.
Does bullying necessarily mean that you can't fight back? Because it doesn't mean.
Let me say one thing, yeah. Let me just say
bullying
one thing.
Is submissive.
Wait, let me just say one thing. There's many like I've watched many movies, yeah. I know it's really bad to quote movies, yeah, but I'm just saying I've seen many movies where like there's this skinny Chinese guy who knows how to mash up a guy,
but he's holding it down
with his leg. But he holds it down.
Yeah.
So it's not bullying. It's about your emotion. Now, I want to say before, yeah, that when it comes to bullying, it doesn't matter what side.
Hey, Danny, what the fuck you say?
Please let me finish what I'm saying.
Sorry,
I just want to say that, like, when you have, let's say, yeah, there was a situation where there were more than one person, and there was one. It's about the energy. It's about the energy difference. Because there's more than one person, yeah, bullying this one person, the energy is overwhelming. So it's just like, well, what am I supposed to do? Do you understand? So if your spirit, if your chi is larger than all that class, that whole class, then they can't bother you, can they? And I've gotten to a point where I don't really care if it's a whole nation or a whole class, yeah. And that's where it gets to the point where no one can bully you, no matter how. And that's why, yeah, you can get a small guy, yeah, bullying a big buffer guy that can beat him up. It's all about your mind.
Yeah.
You understand? It's about your mind and how strong your mind is.
Yeah.
You understand?
Trust me.
Because if you have a whole gang against one Chinese man that knows karate, yeah, fam, he's not gonna be victimized by that one gang. He's gonna be looking at them like you fools. You fools. You don't know.
And that's why.
That's not necessarily true, though.
That's not true. Yeah,
I don't agree with that.
Physically,
why don't you?
It's like saying in prison. Yeah, if man put you in prison, but in your mind you're not in prison. You're not in prison. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, these men are still bullying, man, but man is not affecting, man. They're trying to bully, man, innit? They putting pressure on, man, innit? They applying pressure.
And
And
don't forget, everyone around him is watching. Yeah, all his friends are watching. The embarrassment, the social embarrassment, like it messes your whole life.
I agree.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm not saying they're affected. But bullying is a process, isn't it? It's not about accepting the process, isn't it? Yeah, it's not affecting you, yeah. Fair enough. If man walk up to you every day and slap you in the face, yeah, and you say that it's not affecting you, yeah, and man's still bullying you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's only bullying once you accept it. What I'm saying is, it's only bullying once you accept that slap in the face. You know what I'm saying?
So why is it slapping in the face?
So if you slap him back, what I'm saying is, if you,
it's about knowing your worth, isn't it? If someone's
gonna
slap
you slap the man back in his face now, yeah, it's not bullying. It becomes a fight now.
Exactly. It's a fight of energy.
Bullying.
It's a battle of energy.
But
if
it's transitioned into a fight. It was.
Let Ezra go.
What I'm saying is, bullying, yeah, then turns into self-defense once you react. Yeah, once you defend yourself, it's not bullying anymore.
Yeah, it was bullying though. It transitioned from bullying into beef, but initially it was bullying.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
No, it's not. It's only initially bullying if you let that happen.
Yeah, but no, because then what you're gonna say is, what happened? He tried to bully me, and I wasn't having it. You see, it tried.
Yeah. So it's not bullying.
On that, cause yeah. So now me, yeah, I'm a small marga slim man. A big man comes and gives me a sweet blow. Yeah, blood. I box that back. Yeah, boom. Man, I knock him out. We're gonna have a fight now, which ain't worth me having with this guy, blood. Like I'm a featherweight. He's a fucking super heavyweight, blood. That ain't my thing. So,
exactly.
Bro, I ain't stupid, cuz. But no big man's boxing me in my face and getting away with it, fam. So I will use technology to deal with my defense. You understand?
Exactly.
Yo, that was slick still.
Technology.
All about the mindset. No big man ain't putting no hand on me. If a man thinks in his head that because of his size, he can watch my size and think that, bro, you're sleeping. You are sleeping, dog. I be real. I'm a man that, bro, I feel like I can take on my whole fucking hood. If the whole hood was to go against me, yeah, I will take on the whole hood and go home. I'm a mental warrior, rude boy.
Alright, Malone, yeah.
It's all about knowing what you're gonna do when you're back against.
So certain man will hold back from certain things, yeah, and not do it to the bully because, bro, their defense is gonna be. I have to be the bigger person and see past this big dickhead in front of me.
I don't know, like for me, yeah, it's like it's becoming a projection of this bully is always a dickhead. Like not always a dickhead, but it's like is a different force to most people in that situation are not going to be thinking like how you're thinking, like with this warrior mentality being raised in certain environment. You see what I'm saying?
I said back in the beginning, when it comes to bullying, it comes down to, as little glitch said as well, it comes down to that individual situation. The two characters in whether the victim and the bully, it comes down to the two people, innit? Or the people involved. It ain't. I'm saying to you.
Like, fair enough. Like, this is how I'm seeing it, yeah? Like, say, for example, the guy's coming to slap, man, yeah? He's tried to bully, man, innit, yeah? Now, your response is going to determine if the bullying is successful or not.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Sorry.
But this is. But my question is, yeah, the slap back thing is not realistic unless you're evenly matched, because it's not realistic because it's so massive, man. You slap him back, you're gonna get dropped.
What do you mean evenly matched, bro? Evenly matched is mad.
I'm 5'7", fam. Yeah. You know times I've fighted man that are way bigger than me, bro.
Yeah. But that's the fam. Is that consistent? Is that every time?
Bro. Evenly matched, yeah. Evenly matched shit. That's not natural. That's not real life. It's not about being easily matched. In fact, what you're trying to teach the kids, what we want to teach Sarah, is about you find elements of your character and who you really are and what your potential is when the odds are stacked against you. That's when we celebrate people, yeah? This is why we don't rate the bully, because the odds ain't stacked against them and you're still doing that. When the odds are stacked against you and you're on your team, that's when I rate you.
So then the big man tries to punch Luka Marga Malone now, on some bullying thing. And then Malone flips on him. and Malone shows him what bullying is, like, and starts bullying this guy now. Am I in the wrong?
Well, if you're calling it bullying, but I could call it as you're actually providing a service for him, which is you're providing him a service.
Humbling.
Yeah, humbling him, and you're teaching him about you're schooling him. You're teaching him about empathy. You're teaching him a life lesson, bro. That brother will grow up to rate you, you know. Like, Raj, you know what? When I was younger, I was on some bully boy team, and I realized it's not about that.
There's been olders in the ends that's tried it when I was a little young money maker, right? Tried to Gino's man for P and feel like man was some little cause the man had to stick it on olders where the dirt's on their name up until this day, cause you know, like, so it's a thing where man speaking from experience, man. You know, like, cause it's all down to the individuals, innit? And the mindset of the individuals, fam. People like
I feel like
yeah, go on, little lambs.
I was gonna say, I feel like the person we're calling the victimizer is their choice whether they make it bullying or not.
Exactly.
I feel like once they start being victimized and start feeling like they can't do anything and they're powerless, that's when it becomes bullying.
Yep.
And it all comes down to knowing what your power is. I don't care if it's a whole 10 mob of people against me. My spirit is bigger than your whole bodies. I don't care.
My gosh.
Understand
Come
that?
on, bro.
So it's about your power. We keep talking about physical bodies, like that's the only thing.
Bro, if I'm in one of them 10 people,
10
that spirit ain't gonna help you, bro.
Exactly, fam. Like, those guys are gonna body you, bro. They're gonna body you.
Okay, but that's not. We're not
if
talking
he fights
about
back those 10 people, it's not bullying. It's called getting rushed. You get me? There's a difference.
Okay, exactly.
You understand?
We're talking about bullying. We're talking about the victimization of power. We're not talking about.
Mute on mic.
Listen, one of my closest dogs, used to bully the shit out of one of my next closest dogs. You get me? Like, every time I seen him, like, really he's hating. You get me? He's hating on the young. My man's doing his thing. Hating, really. But he's bullying the shit out of him, innit? It's not when I'm around, but I keep on hearing, innit? So, I have to, I'm telling my bedroom, this is going on for years, you know? Obviously, it's not regular. They're not seeing it every day. It's going on. You get me? I'm making him know, listen, the only way it's going to change is you have to defend yourself, fam. Until you defend yourself, it's just going to keep on going on and on and on. You get me? And then the one day, he actually took the advice and knocked him out.
And hold on. One second. We're talking about bullying like it's in one form. We have to remember that bullying's not only hitting someone when it could be talking, it could be just cussing someone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's when it becomes your mindset. Or when it comes to a physical standpoint, that's when it becomes to physically defending yourself. So we have to understand that bullying goes further than just the physical. That's what I'm talking about. With this girl, I don't think anybody's at her or anything. Except she said the whole class is making fun of her.
But she's had it. Got robbed.
Yeah. To be fair, the principles are the same, whether it's verbal or physical bullying.
Yeah, but I'm saying this, Look, we're all, you guys are all talking about, we're going to take it to the streets and talking about basically physical bullying. And no, I remember when basically all the stories I've heard so far are about basically physical bullying. If I punch you in the face, that's physical bullying. I'm talking about before it gets physical, it has to be mental first.
No, that's not true either. That's not true.
How?
Sometimes.
You could just put it on a stranger, innit?
Yeah.
You could have put it on someone you don't know.
Someone that you're just bigger and
get me?
First day of school thing.
Not even listen, it don't even have to be an ongoing relationship. It could literally be you could bully a stranger, bro.
Yeah.
Like one time. Like just see someone like and I feel like that's the main type of bullying that actually goes on.
Yeah.
You see someone like, for instance, police are the number ones for bullying, So they will bully somebody, and really more time they're open that they're never gonna see that person again. They're gonna handle them in a way and just hope that that's the end of it. More time when they're bullying someone, it's not even someone they know. It's just, look, this person, that's a black male, he's on his own, or they're rare, and I'm just gonna try a thing. You feel me?
So let's be honest, What would we say is the solution to all types of bullying as a whole?
I would say learning, teaching the youth about self-empowerment, standing up for their rights, fighting even when the odds are stacked against them,
and then on the second flip of it, I would say more social accountability. So like more people like Danny and that ain't gonna stand by and watch the fuckery squad. And then a combination of the two. You're willing to stand up for yourself, and man them are willing to protect man that needs protecting, or not even protect them, but
and also
help them find that power within themselves.
Yeah,
exactly.
And also that's true. And also there's one more thing I would say, yeah, that there's one thing wrong with our generation, that if someone's getting bullied, the way we see fit solving it is by taking out our phones and filming it.
Yeah,
I've never ever seen anyone actually jump in. It's a thing of, stop doing that, stop doing what you're doing, and they're just filming it.
Yeah, like the police, against the man.
Like, what is this guy doing? I can't believe this. Bruv, why you got your phone out? This kid is getting his face smashed against the wall and you got your phone out. That's not going to stop. The phone is not going to stop him from, smashing his face against the wall. So it has to become real. I feel like people are too in this phone thing, like, let's make it blow up on social media and have a debate about it. Like, what the hell? Why should debating about it? This kid's in hospital, or this kid's mentally traumatic, or this kid's committed suicide.
That's why not as many people roll out to when gang do their ride outs and that. That's why you don't get thousands and thousands of people just yet, because not everyone's connected to the empathy inside of them. But the gangman them, it's not even our youth, but we feel it in it. So, but I feel like with more of us acting like that, more people like you, Lamar, and Danny, and Mandem acting like that, more people that's going to take responsibility when shit hits the fan, not just because it affects them, but because they can see it's wrong, then more people are going to feel empowered, and then it's going to become more of a trend for people to get involved.
But see the word wrong, though,
It should be normal. Why does it have to be a trend for you to stop someone?
Because we're living in a society where we got the police force. We just broke this down, fam. It's because adults, as children, have never been taught that the power is within them. They've always been looking to give the power to Jesus, or to Allah, or to Krishna, or to 999, or to the royal family, or whoever it is.
Quick question though, yeah? Like, see when you say wrong, yeah? Because earlier you talked about nature, yeah? Me, I'm a bit of a person that likes to think about these things here, like what's right and wrong, really, innit, yeah? Like, we talk about like bullying, like the person that's being bullied is a reflection of how they've been brought up, yeah. Like it's definitely a factor. Okay. How you've been taught to deal with something or not to deal with something is going to affect, how you deal with it. You see what I'm saying?
How you deal with any situation.
And like the same with the bullying, innit? Yeah, something's happened in their journey that has made them into a bully, or like, do you see what I'm saying?
You got man like Rob.
Yeah. So to say like what's right and wrong, yeah, is like a mad thing.
If you actually understand that, because people that don't get power at home and that are bullied, they become bullies because they thirst for that power. They thirst for that actual standpoint of like, I'm in control at this moment. So the bullies are actually the ones that are getting bullied. And then I've been in a situation.
Not necessarily, bro. Like it's the same with the victims as well. The victims are also getting bullied. Like,
the victim are,
by their parents and that. So
I'm saying if you understand power, then you wouldn't need to bully anybody. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? It's all about
I don't know, man. I don't believe that, bro.
It's like power is like, definitely not.
I feel like some of the worst bullies out here, actually fully understand power.
Yeah.
And I remember what we said, yeah? These victims, or the quote-unquote victims, have not had those certain life lessons that the ones from the harsh reality have. This is what you're saying, yeah? So one thing that I feel like the victims, in my opinion, are more disconnected from nature. I remember what I told, man, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Don't let a lion roll up to you in the middle of the Serengeti and you're going to say to the lion, but you're stronger than me. You're a bully. Nah, cuz. It's nature. You feel me?
It's like Hunger Games, man. You got to use what you got, man. You get me?
I feel that, that's the truth. You changed my perspective. But the thing about that is, in the society we live in, there's certain households in which people don't bring their children up with them, that mentality of, bro, this is nature. In fact, the majority of what I see around me, in fact, it's more of a thing of if you take in nature, you're a bully or you're a freak of nature, in fact. Do you understand?
Yeah, exactly. If you go according with nature, then you're wrong.
Exactly. And what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to say is like we have to understand that we have to reprogram the mindset of these young kids that are being bullied. Do you understand? That's the only way it's gonna have to. That's the only way.
Reprogram it to what though?
Oh yeah, and the bullies as well. To understand, I feel like, well, what do we teach them when we what do we reprogram their minds to understand then? Because that's something I don't know.
All right. You know what? What I'm gonna say is, it's been 2 hours on this subject, and we ain't got through none of the other issues. So I'm gonna ask them on the panel to, like, one at a time give their closing words on this topic. You get me? So
right.
Yeah. Let me pick someone that ain't been as vocal. Zulu.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, G. You alright? Yeah.
I'm good, fam. Yeah.
Give us your final words, G.
My final words, personally, I haven't been bullied as much because I was kind of a cool kid, you know what I'm saying? But like, from when I was bullied, the one thing I realized which worked for me was surrounding myself with hard people, with people that weren't bullies, but that people that were able to back me up, or people that were able to, jump in if something wasn't right. So I was never fully bullied to where, I was a public humiliation, but at the moment of confrontation, they were there to stop the situation. So I feel like if you surround yourself with positive people and people that will stand up to unrighteousness, you'll be fine. That's all it is, fam. Don't be alone.
Right. No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
All right, who else is it? Who else has got their last words?
Yeah. All right, boom. For me, on this bullying thing, it starts with the parenting, innit? Like, there's so many types of bullying, like there can be a situation where the parent is just always telling the child what to do and never letting them to voice their opinion. You see what I'm saying, and trains them or conditions them to be submissive to, quote unquote, the louder person or the stronger person, innit? So I think basically we need to teach kids to have more of a say, more of an input. And when they come up against people that are treating them like that, we need to teach them how to deal with them, innit? And not to be scared of conflict, not be scared to take the L and bounce back and get the W.
Yeah, all right. Big up. Who next?
Yeah, I'll go next though. Yeah, you see for me, it's like man was saying earlier, bullying is natural. It happens in every single type of nature, every single animal. Yeah, there's always a runt of a litter that gets bullied. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just natural thing. So it's a parent's job to train your kids' nature. You're supposed to nurture your kid to make sure that don't happen. Like, you've got to build a strong mindset to where your kid's not gonna get bullied, and if he does get into that situation, they know how to handle it by defending themselves, innit? You know what I'm saying? So like, that's me.
Simple.
I would probably say that basically
No, you're breaking up. Start again. You broke up.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say basically what's already been said, but surround yourself around people that show power, so that you can get used to that type of being in it, and also to prevent it happening from being a victim, also to be just a word out to the parents to bring that mentality up, to more encourage that strong, powerful side of the kids, instead of dumbing it down with water and taking out the light and saying that that's wrong. That's not how you're going to survive in the society, when really the strongest people in society have that burning flame. Do you understand? So that's what I would probably say.
Who's next? Danny, where you at, man?
Yeah, I'll go next. Yeah. What I would say, is, again, somehow try and instill confidence within self, yeah, whether it's by self-defense or by, you know, like hanging out with people that are quite strong, because sometimes that can kind of rub off on you. You get me? And that's what I'll say personally, because, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, it's hard for a bully to bully somebody that's super confident. It's not going to work. You get me? It slows down that process there. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, you know, you got a victim and you got a bully, and the bully can only bully a victim. Because if he tries to bully a next bully, then it's peak, innit? That's just a fight, as we were saying earlier. Get me? So that's me, bro.
All right. Who's next? Warren, Danny, Steps, Warren, Danny.
I think they left.
Literally, no, man, they ain't left still. Like I was kind of waiting
cool.
to do the thing, but I was gonna say exactly what Meister Lee just took out of my mouth, bruv. Yeah, exactly that. You know what I'm saying? It's about your confidence level, like, and it's about you not having the bullies of you, way, shape, or form. You know, I'm not going to go into examples. You know what you can say to a bully for a bully to recognize that you're not willing to take the bullying anymore. Do you understand? Yeah, you say what you need to say, and you do what you need to do to stop the bullies bullying you, because nobody should be getting bullied.
Nobody? Is that true?
Nah. Nobody.
Is there a victim profile?
I don't want to get back onto it, but I'm not going to lie, yeah. I can't get back onto it because it's just going to turn into more of a conversation. But bullying is possible for a reason, fam. Like, anyway, whatever.
That's a different story altogether.
Yeah, that's a different story.
We're talking about people taking people's homework and money from school and them things.
Yeah, but you know what it is as well.
Steppers.
There's levels.
Yo, mute your mics, man, especially if you've got the baby.
You know, certain bullies, yeah, you can stand up to yourself and next user. You try to stand up to yourself, he's just going to level 10. You know what I mean? So it's about knowing what battles you.
You know what? Repeat that again, please, brother.
I said a lot of it. You know what? It's Erdington, man. I said a lot down to picking your battles. Nah.
Yeah, all right. He said basically it just comes down to picking your battles, and standing up to one man might work, but standing up to a next man might take it to level 10, where like that scenario is now going to spiral out of control, isn't it? Because you've tried to step up to someone. I think this is the point that E Black was trying to make, and I was kind of making. Like if the bully is actually efficient at backing up their bullying, yeah. Like I feel like that plan of action to intervene on that one is going to be different from the bully that's really a victim and you know, like just gets a little clap, and then once he gets that clap, he's like, I don't want no beef. So I feel like that's the kind of fantasy version of the bully that we've got in our head. That bully's just a pussy or deep down, but some of the bullies are kind of actually really hardened motherfuckers, bro. Get me? Really greasy guys, get me? Especially if they've been bullied themselves and made it through. Oh my god, they made it still now.
I know.
But anyway, that's that point. I'm gonna move on to our next point. After I read some of the comments on the YouTube, yeah. Let me read some of these YouTube comments. We ain't really touched it. All right, from the beginning, what have we got here? First of all, big up everybody that's in there. Let me get the likes up, please. What have we got here? AA says, damn, that's deep still. Talking about Sarah from Leeds story. Coming from a female's perspective, she needs to either speak out or fight. Yeah. Either way, she needs to let them know it's not okay. Ezra said, learn boxing, etc. It improves confidence and self-defense. Omar says, big up to the panel. Isa says, a persistent form of mental or physical subjugation of one human being to another. So that's his definition of bullying, basically. Isa also says, most times
somebody weak can bully someone who is strong. So that's an interesting point there. I think a couple men have made that similar kind of point. Get me? C Crits UK says everyone has it in them, as in the ability to stand up for themselves. It may take certain people longer. Certain people snap also after repressed elements. Yeah. So yeah. 9 Ether says you shouldn't be teaching a child of 3 to box a child.
Yeah, I just saw that, man.
Yeah, talk about the self-defense and that.
Yeah, man. You don't need to teach them. They're already boxing, bro.
They're already boxing.
It's a reaction thing. I'm not telling her to go and box first, but I'm saying if she gets boxed, and then obviously if she sees a box coming, then boy, better to be proactive.
Yeah. Get me? Bob and weave and follow through with the left. I know them ones.
I was coming through the elbow drop.
Right now, you got parents coming to school with big choppers for other parents. Yeah, that's a bit mad still.
Funny, but for real, where is that?
Yeah. Them things happen, bro. It's not. You get sticky.
It's a mad thing now, you know.
At school, you know.
Bro, you got parents that bring weapons down for teachers.
Yeah, that one I can get that, though. My maths teacher bust up someone in my class, though.
All right, look, I would advise people to homeschool.
You know that's been Jedi about you laughing.
I would advise people to homeschool their children, build them at home, so they don't have to rely on the system to raise them. I love that. And I think that is a very valid point. Why are we giving our kids into these institutions where we can't guarantee? Like, why? Why are we doing that? Like, that's another part of this society that we mostly have just followed blindly, and very few of us opt to get out of that system in the first place. But that's a lot of hours.
But most people are not prepared for that.
That's what it costs a lot of money.
It's a
you see, the thing is, a lot of times people always push the homeschooling, which I agree to a massive degree, yeah. But
yeah,
the way I look on it, yeah, is you can't teach what you don't know. So it's like, for example, yeah, right. My kids and that will come home, yeah, with certain type of work and that, and I'm like, rah, I never done this at even senior school stuff. I might use like 10. I'm like, shit. Sometimes it's crazy. You get me? So I have to fully like
to study.
Yeah, but if you don't know that, yeah, and like, do you really need to know that?
Say that again.
Like, if you're able to live your life and this and that, yeah, without knowing that, yeah, like certain of the stuff that they're teaching is not really necessary.
Oh yeah, of course. Because a lot of the successful people, anyway, they didn't even really do well at school. They fought school off.
You know,
yeah,
and they still became
the entrepreneurs didn't even go to school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Qualify and they got expelled and stuff like that. So school is not necessarily conducive for a critical mind.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Critical thinking.
But I can say that because I didn't finish school. You get me?
all kids really need is a bit of English.
Hey, these laughs, bro. I'm telling you.
If you can teach your kids English and maths, yeah, that's all that really they're gonna need for like later life. All this other stuff, religion.
I'm telling you, man, yeah, the biggest lesson in school is actually
the school itself.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
That's
what I'm trying to say. You're more sending your kid to school to get the experience of society, which unfortunately wastes your child's mind.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So basically, yeah. I mean, like I said, I agree with us teaching what we need to teach at home and that, yeah. But the thing is, yeah, certain times, like if someone's homeschooled, yeah, and they're kind of in that bubble type homeschooled, when they go into the real world, it's peak. So as you said, like school is a experience. It's a learning thing in itself, isn't it?
Bro,
as well.
Yeah, I hear you, but social skills. Enough man that went to school, college, university, and higher education, still in a Ross Clark bubble, and they're still in trouble when they reach the real world. Nah, and you know that's true, bro.
Yeah.
They've been to every social club everywhere, but they only met a certain type of people. And when they buck into man like you or man like me, then they're gonna get intimidated. Or feel like you're being aggressive and feel like they're being or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what it is. You know, I don't even need to say the words. I just need to make the sound effect.
You know what though, yeah? I think with sending your kid to school though, yeah, I think it's also, even if you send them to public school or whatever, yeah, it's still also necessary to homeschool. You know the ones there. You know the ones there.
But
that would make sense. So if you do both.
Money though, don't it? It costs money.
What costs money? One second. Glitch. What part of teaching your child costs money?
No, I understand
Not going to
that,
work.
but in terms of
don't.
and not being sent to public school.
What?
Not having
Staying
not
at
to go
home.
to public.
Staying at home costs money. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Maybe the loss of money.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know.
Okay. Well, like what E Black would say, yeah, I think the main issue with that is to do with employment of the parent. Yeah. So whether they have the flexibility or the ability to actually homeschool their child, because enough parents are out there trying to keep the roof over the damn head.
I'm one of them. I'm one of them, family. Yeah. That's my problem.
But they do what they can, innit? They do what they can.
Yeah.
Do what they can.
So now the thing is, maybe it's you as a parent's fault, because you're in this trap where you can't even raise your child. Then is that what you're saying? You're not even available to raise your child. So then why do you have a youth? If you ain't got the time to raise your child and educate your child and be the main provider, then why are you having a youth in this system? Yeah. Or maybe you should have ensured that you could have stayed at home before you had a youth. Maybe that's the answer then.
I think, it comes to like myths and priorities, you know, like the umbrella of providing, has all these things, like, except for time and, you know, the ones that guidance and these things there. First on providing is shelter, Then it's like, you know, man still caught on the trap. Okay, now I want to have more stuff for them instead of time and really taking the time to check, wait a minute, like, what's my youth on that?
Because it is expensive. You're right, you know, Glitch. It is expensive and it's priceless because the currency that's needed for it is time.
Right.
And time is the currency that we're trading off with. We got and we don't have the time. Even though there's 24 hours in a day, that's why they say there's not enough hours in a day. Because there's 24 of them. But if most of them are going to be taken up with working and getting to work and getting back from work, then you don't even have that time in for your child, innit? So this is where this form of 9 to 5 thing is robbing people of the time to be human, time to be alive.
And then
sacrifice, though, you know.
And then that's what I'm saying with the bullying thing, because then you don't even have a relationship with your kids. Like when you don't have from time you don't have a relationship with your kids, and the only people they have a relationship with are the people they go to school with and the teachers. That's how you know they don't even have a strong enough mind. Yeah, because they're not even, and then the ones that are the bullies and the ones that do have the strong minds are the ones that spend their time with the mandems out on road. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
And you know what? To be fair, you just brought up a point. Someone did, but I feel that this is one of the root causes of the adult to youth disconnect.
Yeah,
because like, say for example, in my situation now, like for the most part, my youth is at school. I'm at work, I come home, I get home before they come home, sort out their stuff. They come home, it's just army drill business. Come on, get yourself sorted, shower. So there starts to be a little bit of a disconnect. So me personally, I'm aware of it, So as soon as they've done what they need to do to make things run smoothly in the house, then we engage and we're like, okay, what did you do at school? Blah, 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 your homework. And then talk to them about other things and that, And because sometimes, I've realized, that even in the school, they've put them under a lot of pressure. The school themselves, have put the youth them under some extreme pressures. Peer pressures, bro. Peer pressures, man.
At that age, to going through stress, and also, on top of that, it's very hard to be a kid at this day and age.
But it's hard to be a parent in this day and age as well. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like this is one of the reasons.
More importantly, it's hard to be a human.
Yeah. It's real talk, blood. Real talk. But that's what I'm saying. That I think we're getting to another realization, as I say, with the divide between the adults and the youth. Because I think the school and the way the system's set up, like you have to go to work, graft, and I think that has caused a major division between the two. So by the time they get older to a certain age, you don't know the youth them anymore. You get me? And you don't know what they're going through because everyone's just too occupied.
Exactly, because the only really conversations you really have with your kids is more about homework or what happened at school. It's never really about life and like all right, son, we're going on a journey and we're gonna learn this on this journey. Like, how many times do you take your kid out of London to go on holiday and go and experience the world?
It's a mad thing.
And that's my thing. That's my problem.
Hey, that shit's expensive. That's why. They got
but it's important.
They got us paying to leave the country, bruv. Like prisoners, bruv. You got to pay your way out. Imagine that. You got to pay your way to get out, bruv. And man think they're free.
Charles, once they hit 2 years old, you got to pay for them on the plane.
Crazy.
Parents that go on raves and all that stuff. Oh, I'm going on a rave Saturday. Like, why don't you save money to take your kid? Because my mum's done it, and my mum is rich, so I know it's possible. Like,
I can't remember when last me rave, you know.
Yeah, but you know what though, yeah, Glitch. I do hear you, yeah. But how much is I do hear you, but how much is a rave? And most parents that's going to rave, they ain't got that. They're not going crazy in the rave. Like, you know what I mean? They're doing a modest thing, yeah. And I feel like, even though I do agree with you, like I was saying yesterday at the G Circle, we kind of look at the wrong things when we're looking to attribute blame and whatnot. So we're looking at the fact that parents are not stacking the peas, yeah? But I've just said to you, bro, why is it that a parent has to pay to leave their country, fam? To leave a country? Why is it such an extortionate fee for us to, because it's not the petrol. We're not paying for the oil or the petrol that it takes, the jet fuel it takes for the plane to fly, and we're paying for the pilot's money, the pilot's rascal fare and whatnot, and his wage. So these extra prices, like for instance, for you, man, to go to Jamaica, those of you that are from Jamaica, go to Jamaica, it is gonna cost you a dumb, stupid amount of money,
Couple racks at least.
Plus, if she wants to take you when it's cheap, that when the prices are low, you're in school term.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
No, and I understand that, but
but what I'm saying is, they don't even have the rights to take you out of school and take you home to go and get an education or go and learn from your environment at home. So
you have to play the game. It's about playing the game.
Nah, bro, that's easier said than done.
No, I understand. I'm not trying to. You don't understand. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the parents. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, you're not doing enough, because it's hard living in this day and age. I understand that. But I'm just saying that doesn't mean that you can't do better and we can't do better. No. I feel like if, all right, cool. For example, let's say if we said this, as soon as the child comes home, you don't talk about school, you talk about life. Yeah? Yeah. How about every weekend, How about every weekend, instead of going to church, we go out and we go to the museum, or we go on a family trip? That will be more better than just disconnecting from the family. There's time, but I just feel like we need to actually organize our time properly. Do you understand?
I don't know. Like, I think the time is really it's limited. Like, I'm not really into the full-time working thing, innit? Yeah. Like, I don't think that's a long-term. It's gonna bring long-term solutions for the children's. Like, obviously, I understand. Everyone needs to make money and that, but I think like at least one parent needs to be around when the other parent is not around. You see what I'm saying? Because I see me and my missus are the guardian of my children, and obviously we've got family members and that have influence, but we are the ones that are taking care of them until they're able to be responsible for themselves. So man can't be. I'm not the kind of person that just lets strangers like influence my youth. Like, so. When it comes to I'm not really looking to put them in school, to be honest.
But then people have kids, when they're not actually financially stable in order to look after the kids. So it's a thing of are you in the right position? Are you in the right position to have a kid?
Some people don't know about that before they even have children, you know.
And that's what about
being that.
But I don't think that. I think emotionally.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't make the mistake I made. Don't make the mistake I made. Don't do this because
you got youths. I mean,
no, but it's true though.
What mistake did you make, bro?
You got kids at 15, look.
You got youths glitch, innit? Man, ask you if you got youths, man.
What mistake did you make?
I'm just saying, innit? If you have kids and you're not and you're not even stable, you're not stable enough to actually be around there to teach them the ways of life. Then what are you doing having kids? You
But
said it yourself.
Stable is
Parents
subjective,
don't
isn't
even
it?
have to.
Yeah, stable. What? Get me stable. You get me? One man stable is the next man's.
It's consumerism and
you know what I'm saying?
you know, being ready and levels and I want to have this car, I want to have this house, I want my youth to go to this uni. Like, there's all about stable, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there's always more money to get, man. Like, money to get me. You're never gonna be.
Yeah, but it's all about the time.
It's another thing, yeah. Listen, so do we think it's fair? Cause, bruv, we need to get onto the next fucking problem, bruv. Yeah?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Question I'm asking. Do we think it's like, is it right? Yeah, is it right that you have to consider finances, like having a good job and rare, when it comes to reproducing?
No.
What do you mean by right?
No.
Like okay. Like
by design, yes.
Is it by design though?
Yeah.
By design, yeah, I feel like you will make sure that you got enough food in your environment, in it, yeah. But it's not stacked in that way anymore, is it? So like, there's gonna be some people who technically, financially, are never gonna be in that position to reproduce, yeah. And that is because the system has designed it so. So that means that economically, there can be some form of kind of sterilization because you get priced out of having a baby. That ain't right, is it?
So that's when it comes to having a community based on. See, it's about coming together. Oh, I don't even know, man. Because
see what I'm saying?
How do we get? Then it comes into how do we get financially stable as a race?
Is it a race thing though?
Not really.
Or as oppressed people.
Not even like it's not even a collective thing. Like, because I think poverty and lack of funds affects all races and cultures. You see what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily see that all races and cultures are together anyway. Like, I think that's quite a myth, to be honest. It's
right.
It's like, but their thing is more on autopilot where there's other systems in place that kind of take care of non-black people, innit? Yeah, not fully, but you know, help a bit more.
Someone's got to be at the bottom to hold the ladder for the people at the top. There's oppressed and there's oppressors. Do you understand? And
yeah, and there's bullied and the non and the being bullied.
Right, and I'm trying to say, how do we as oppressors get to a stage where we are not.
What is that? Who's that? Who needs to mute?
I don't know.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's crazy. You lot doing a lot. Go on.
But I was saying, how do we as oppressed people get to a stage where we are not oppressed no more, and we have enough time to actually raise the kids properly?
Like, simple answer, I suppose, would be get someone else to hold the ladder and oppress someone else. Yeah.
But then we don't want to do that. We don't want to do what we've been done to because we know how it feels. Do you feel me? Is that the way of life, or is this a system that's been created?
Like, to me, yeah, right and wrong, yeah. Like, I don't know about right and wrong, innit, yeah. Like, is murder wrong? I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, like I'm
with you still.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the time I'm always trying to peel away at what I've been taught to try and get to what I think is true, innit? Yeah. So I don't know what's right and wrong. I'm still trying to work that out. Like, let me just. I feel like
what right and wrong is when you have a certain agenda that you're trying to work towards, but then you do the wrong choice. You make the wrong choices that will stop you from getting to that agenda. Now it comes to a point of what do we all want? What do we all want to work towards as a people? And when we find out what that is, that's our foundation. And then we can make certain decisions to get to that reality. But until we set that foundation, we're just gonna be all confused and fighting for many different things.
Like, I don't know, yeah. For me, yeah, like I'm on the whole like black plan thing, yeah, but I don't believe in any plan that relies on everyone else to be part of what I'm doing. You get me? Because I'm not really on that, because that's how stuff usually goes left. So me, I look at it more like commandos. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like I want everyone to be on what they're on and doing their thing, but we're allies. You see it? So like you can do what does you best, and I'll support you, and you support me. But at the end of the day, like if what you're doing is not in line with what I'm doing at the moment, it's cool. Do your thing.
All right, listen, guys. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. We're gonna go on to the next subject, cause I've just taken the piss. Malone, the birthday boy. Everyone wish Danny.
Malone, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday.
I don't know where he is. He's there somewhere. I don't know what he's doing, man. I don't know.
You know what the birthday calls or something?
Yeah, he's doing his birthday thing, innit? Yeah. His phone must be blowing up and that. So yeah, big up my brother Danny Malone. And let's move to the next thing. One second. Big up the Instagram as well. Everyone locked in on the Instagram. We've been going in for a while. Too many names to mention. So it's going to keep us moving. I'm going to read out the next problem. If I just find it. Okay, here we go. It starts. Dear Extremely Balanced Advice Show.
Man said extremely balanced, you know.
Yeah. And what? Can you not tell me? Please tell me, yeah, that this last piece of advice that we got about bullying was not extremely balanced.
But can you use extremely and balanced at the same time?
Exactly. Of course you can. It's extremely balanced. It's balanced. It's balanced past normal balance. It's like.
But it's not balanced though.
Yeah, of course it is, man.
Like balance is balance.
Yeah, but when you're talking about balance in terms of advice, then that's a subjective thing. It's like, it's balanced. Yeah, it's balanced. Do you get me? We're saying we're at the extreme end of balance.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get all kinds of views. You understand? Yeah.
Get me. I don't really totally agree with it, but it's not something that man needs to stick on. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yeah, we can battle it out afterwards still.
It's all good.
But just remember, yeah, if someone is, when you call advice balanced, you say, yeah, that was balanced advice. That's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not really a balanced person, innit? I'm on what side I'm on.
This is the thing. But if you give what side you're on, there's definitely going to be someone on the panel to give another side as we've witnessed. So therefore, even if you're extreme and the other person extreme, then it becomes extremely balanced.
Okay, that's what you mean, yeah. Say no.
Come on. All right, boom. Dear Extremely Balanced Advice Show, yeah? What's the best way to tell your mum you've become a stripper, especially after going to college and realizing you make more dough this way? And that's from Marissa, who's 23, from Ealing. Right.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
I think that's like a...
Okay,
hey, listen,
what's the best way to tell your mum you've become a stripper, especially after going to college and realizing you'll make more dough this way? Marissa, 23, from Ealing.
She's a big gal. She's a big
woman. That's a hard thing, boy. I don't know still.
I don't know about her. She's a big woman.
I don't know still.
I don't know her mum, though. You get me? Like, what kind of mum is she got?
It don't matter.
It depends on her mum,
she's a big woman, bro.
No, it does matter what kind of mum she's got.
Nah.
Like, when you talk...
Over the age of 80. E-Black, let E-Black go in first.
When you're talking to someone, yeah, you want to tailor your message to who you're talking to, so they understand, and also your message is gonna get across. Like, it's not just about telling someone, innit? She wants them to get it.
Understand.
You get me? So if you're talking to like a old school African woman or something, yeah, it's different than if you're talking to someone that is like grew up in England. You see it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, value systems are different.
I don't know about that.
I feel like it depends. It depends on if they understand the struggle. Do you understand? And I feel like if they understand the struggle, because like for example, yeah,
ain't no mum trying to understand the struggle of the stripper, blood.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that either.
I don't even know my own opinion at the moment. I don't even know my own opinion at the moment. But still, yeah, I'm trying to think, if that was my daughter, what would I do? You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know. But I'm trying to say that I'm trying to look at it from her perspective. We have to understand that we have to sympathize. I feel like as beings, we have to learn how to sympathize with other people, and as soon as we do that, then we can understand the opposing perspective.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying. And the reason why she's probably asking is because she might get disowned by this. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Wait, say that again.
She might be disowned. The reason why she's asking for advice is because she might be disowned by this. You understand what I'm saying? That's why she's
But
asking
the only way she's going to actually do it is if she actually says the truth. She has to say what's from her heart.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. She's a big woman. She just got to tell her mum what it is.
Boy.
There isn't no best way to go around that, fam.
First and foremost, she needs to get that deposit money. No, all jokes aside, you know, realness.
What before she says anything?
I'm laughing.
Yeah, get your deposit money set up. You get me? Set out your situation, and then, boy, when you're prepared for the consequences of the conversation, if it's
my god, because personally, I don't even agree with that.
Go on, why?
You might not be a big woman, bruv. Yeah, she might be kicked out of her mum's yard. Yeah, you need to bear these things in mind.
The situations, I understand. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's preparation.
Yeah, what do you? Oh, go on.
Say that again.
What do you think?
Boy, honestly, oh shit. Look, obviously, yeah. I don't know whether she has to or not. She doesn't sound like she has to tell her mom, but she wants to be honest and be real, innit? So I commend that, innit? Yeah, and I commend you. What would I say? I say, do you know what? Fuck it, just tell her mom, look, I don't even know, man, because I'm lying. And you know, everyone, you're not saying 23 is a big woman, yeah? And it's really not, bro. It's really not, especially not to one that feels that they have to even ask or answer to their mom. Like, so she's got, she's buzzing like that. Yeah? She seems like she's really, 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 I don't know, like, yo, who keeps buzzing like that? I beg you mute your mic if you're not talking, please. That sound is murder.
I don't even know.
All right, we done? Basically, anyway, yeah, I just feel like she must obviously have some ratings for her mum, innit? And it feels like, right, I need to tell my mum, innit? Yeah. And if that's the case, then tell your mum, innit? I don't know the best way to tell her. Because personally, I'm just gonna be honest here. I don't think that's a good job, innit? I don't think it's a good job. I know you're seeing money, but I don't really feel like that is something that a parent is gonna be proud of, innit? Not saying a parent has to be proud of what you do, because it's your prerogative. But personally, I feel like you're gonna be in line for some disappointment. I think even just the way you said, I'm a stripper, you know that your mum ain't gonna be feeling that. And I feel like that's for good reason. So maybe you want to ask yourself a question first of why is it that I feel a way about telling my mum I'm a stripper? Does that mean that I know I'm doing something wrong? Because if you was doing something right, why would you care? You would just tell her. So you must inherently feel like there's something not quite right about what you're doing.
But she already knows.
I don't know about that though, bro.
I don't know, bro. Then why? Put it this way.
Parents sometimes make children like that. Like not like see growing up and that, yeah. I'm talking from experience of someone I know, yeah. Like their parent was proper like controlling of what the narrative was, yeah, and what was right, and kind of made them, you know, like you need to go uni, like get this degree, this that, like, and only through man having loads of builds and conversations with them did they start having conversations with their parent that their parent didn't want to have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
I'm reading the comments here. People are talking about someone said they think stripping is a gateway thing, yeah, so it's gonna lead up. And next one said Lexi said you should tell her mum she's a dancer to soften the blow. Yeah, but yeah, boy, I hear what you're saying.
Yo, I'm telling you, mumsies ain't dumb though, boy. Mums is gonna be like, what kind of dancing that?
What dance? Well, yeah, dance. But me want to come and watch you dance, then you get me? My daughter the dancer.
Jedi.
She's in trouble, blood.
Can we flip the question though and say if your child come to you and said they was a stripper, what are you gonna say?
Hell no.
Pass that down the panel. Pass that down to the panel.
You gotta put your money.
Pass that to Warren. Pass that to Warren, bro.
Got your deposit. You know what I mean? I want to know if you.
Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Rod, 23-year-old comes and says, Rod, Dad, I'm stripping, you know, I'm gonna be like, "Wrong, you're stripping."
Stripping what? Wolves?
I'm gonna be like,
I'm
"Raw."
gonna start laughing at the life though.
I'm gonna be like, "Raw, I don't believe you. If you're really a stripper, get me a way to get backstage into the dressing room. If you're really, prove it to me."
You wouldn't do that.
Introduce me.
Not do that.
Introduce me to some of your colleagues. Yeah. I'm gonna go in a private room with one of your colleagues and interview her. Like, I'm gonna interview her, and if the interview goes right, no. But on a level, yeah, I feel like I would just be like, I feel like as a 23-year-old, if I'm being honest, at the way we are in society, what can I do, bro? What can I do? What am I actually gonna do? What am I gonna do? Bug out?
You have choices, isn't it? You can be rejecting or not.
I'm gonna reject the job. And I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna be honest and truthful as I always am and be like, right, you know what? Like, I ain't feeling that. Like, my daughter, rare. But honestly, the main thing I'm gonna be doing is looking back on myself and think, what is it? What did I do? What was my input to turn my daughter into a stripper? I'm not gonna lie, when we dealing with strippers and that, I always think about their dads. I'm gonna lie. Not like in that way.
I never thought about a stripper's dad before, but still.
I don't think, Rod, have you had a bad relationship with your, like, what's your relationship with your dad? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, oh, I'm a stripper. I know strippers, isn't it? I know stripper. I've known a few of them as well, yeah. And I do feel like I don't know a stripper that has had a good relationship with their father. I'm not saying it ain't possible, but I don't know one.
Yeah,
and I think, you know what it is?
She respected her dad. Yeah, she respected her dad. She's not gonna do that. Yeah.
I think stripping sometimes is like the female trapping, though.
Bro, stripping is a gateway to prostitution, bro.
No, don't get it twisted, yeah. Like, it's like trapping is a gateway to prison.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this like.
Yeah,
I know a couple.
Is prostitution prison?
I remember you lot supposed to be giving this young lady advice, you know, on how to.
Hey, I was gonna say, wait.
Extremely balanced, man. Extremely balanced, man.
Slightly, man's trying to let her see through the conversation that maybe she needs a conversation with herself.
I was gonna say, hey, Jedi, I was gonna ask her is she planning on doing this forever, or is she just trying to get fast money to move on, or is this a lifetime?
It always starts off as fast money, innit? I don't think anyone plans to be an eternal stripper. I'm not gonna lie.
Straight.
Then what can you say if she's just trying to make moves in her life? Yeah, and sometimes in the society it forces you to do things that you would never do to get to where you want to be.
What would you do if you knew that? And the only thing you do sleep with a man for a little bit of money.
Do you know what? Yeah, before my daughter was born, like one of my Mrs. Bridgen, she brought this up. She's like, "Yeah, what would you do if your daughter became a stripper?"
Woo.
Yeah, and I was just like, that would never happen.
Yeah, but that's ignorant. You can't say that.
Nah, I would not allow that to happen. I'd have to be dead, bro.
It's not up to you though.
The guy that was asking about balance and saying you don't believe in balance. Now you're on something of hard line and like, no.
I told you I'm not really a balanced guy, bro. I'll pick a side.
Exactly.
You get me? I'm on whatever side I'm on that side. Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna stop her like like physically. I mean, like from when she's born, I'm gonna be doing things until she's 23 that's gonna not make her be a stripper.
Yeah, but she might still take.
No, but that must mean that you know the cause of being a stripper. She might just not want to be. She might just want to be a stripper because she likes the lifestyle, or she likes lifestyle, or she likes taking her clothes off to music.
Nah, but say for example, like my missus, she's like her first role model, innit, My missus, she ain't promoting none of that. You see what I'm saying, And wait.
Okay,
not promoting that, but she is gonna have a relationship with her where communication is like to a high level. You see what I'm saying? Like my missus, she stopped working a really good paying job to be at home, to have time to make corrections. It's like a plane, innit? Yeah, you know when they say like when a plane turns a couple inches over the thousands of miles or whatever, yeah, then it's gonna be in a totally different place. When you see them going a little bit certain ways, you make corrections. You get me? That is like, it's kind of like social kind of conformity or something. When you got a team,
What, like
everyone on the team,
nurturing them to us. Are you basically nurturing them into a certain future? Like, I don't even know how to describe it.
We haven't determined, like, it's not to a certain future, but it's to avoid certain pitfalls. You know?
Yeah, but you have to understand, yeah, that as much as you make, there's people, yeah, there's parents that have kept their kids hidden from a certain reality, but then they still end up in that certain reality. Do you understand?
Yeah, but man don't hide things though. It's not about hiding. It's about showing, like, for me, I'm like, except for at the moment they're young, innit? So I don't really let people talk about religion around them and all that, yeah. But besides that, yeah, like I'm open to everything being discussed, yeah, as long as the dialogue is complete, innit? You know, for example, like if we're talking about strippers, yeah, man would mainly be talking about the negatives. It's like the only thing she said right now, yeah, is about the money, yeah. It's like she can make money doing loads of things. You know, why is she gonna be a stripper just to make money?
Yeah, but she's talking about quick money.
Yeah, but why is she thinking about quick money for? She's 23.
Yeah, but we already know the situation of this society, bro.
That's conditioning. But see,
you don't, like, you can't.
Me, I'm
find
different,
an easy job that decent money as being a stripper. We have to be honest. Like the money. I don't know because I don't work. Yeah, I'm 15 years old, for Christ's sake. But I definitely do know. I definitely do know.
What did you say for Hiru's sake?
Okay, cool.
Conditioning.
Listen, I don't understand what you're saying right now. I will have to leave me alone, man. It's all happening. I was born into this. Hey, listen, let me carry my point in it. Go on. So yeah, I feel like, I forgot now that
I'm just feeling like the first girl that got bullied, yeah, could turn into the second girl. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, for real.
The one that got bullied could turn into a stripper. It's a gateway. Bullying is a gateway to stripping, and stripping is a gateway to prostitution. You get me? And prostitution is a gateway to no rules. Anyway, so
they got surgery for that these days.
Designer vagina. All right, well, it's a gateway to the cosmetic surgeon. You know what I mean? And we know what happened to Kanye's mama.
After Dr. Phil, yeah.
Oh my god. Dr. Phil.
Alright, so anyone else got any advice on how this young lady can you know,
I would say you should go to her, but the first thing you should say is not I'm a stripper, because then after that he's closing his gates and there's no more anything getting through. So I would say the first thing you should say, yeah, is like try be all sad and that, like, but like, oh dad, like, you know, the society.
I know it's her mum. It's her mum. That's what she's telling it to the mum.
It's her mum. Oh,
yeah, that's the thing.
You come back after that.
Pass it on.
You come back.
I don't know.
She's telling it to her mum. I think it'd be harder to tell it to her dad.
Yeah.
No, but the dad.
I think it'd be harder to tell it. I think it'd be harder for a woman to tell their dad that they're a stripper than to tell their mum that they're a stripper. I'm never gonna lie.
I like.
You'd have to connect with from a female perspective, like, Mum, I'm finding it hard to live in it. Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. I don't know. Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart.
I'm laughing because you keep putting that voice on every time you're trying to be the stripper. Mom, I just.
But to be honest, yeah, it might not be better to tell her anyway.
What you say? Don't tell her.
It may be like, because you never know. This might be a phase, innit? Yeah? It might be a phase, yeah. And then she might end up like coming up. Yeah, then later on when she's certified and she's like, she knows that that's what she wants to do for sure, and then maybe, yeah, boom, like say it. But right now, what's the real benefit of telling she's not gonna come to her shows? Like, you know. But really and truly, like, why is she gonna tell her for? Like,
no,
is this gonna upset her?
I agree with you. I feel like when it when she's satisfied, actually knowing that she wants to do that for her life, yeah, and she got sucked into it 100%, then that's when I feel like she should tell her mum, because then she knows it's actually 100%. But if it's just a phase, you know, then we should wait until it passes by. If it does, but she might fall in love with the money still. She might fall in love.
Yeah, and then when she comes to check her mum, she should come there with like 10 racks and that, put on the table, say, yeah. You get me? At least come with some supporting evidence. Don't come with like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna make, this is what I'm doing stripping. Don't come with evidence of change.
Or are you trying to say show the money first so they get excited?
Not excited. That's what you're doing it for. So you're basically telling them I'm doing it for this. You see what I'm saying? And I got this. It's working for me. Like, I don't know if you can be on board with it, but if not, at least I'm getting what I want to get out of it.
Wait, do you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is the discussion that we can have properly, because I feel like we're trying to discuss something from a female perspective, even though we know that as males we can connect on a female way.
Yeah, we need a female on the panel, man.
Right. Do you understand? So that we can hear it from that perspective.
Well, man, talk to females all the time, though. Like,
no, I know, but it's different talking to them.
Yeah, but man ain't one, though. You get me?
No, but that's like saying, man's not a dickhead, but man can sometimes understand what dickheads are on. It's like you don't need to be to understand.
Fam, I hate what you're saying. You ain't got breasts, brother. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a different mindset altogether, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you don't understand though.
No, but her perspective.
No, we're not saying that, but
yeah, but females' perspective is going to be different between females. Like one female is going to say one thing, and the next female is going to say another thing. They're not going to say, "Well, you ain't got breasts." What you mean? Are you crazy, man?
No, that's true.
Come on, fam. Women got different opinions all the time.
There's still a place in which they can connect because they are from the. I don't know how to. They're treated the same in society as females anyway. Do you understand? Even though we can go to spiritual stuff and say that from a male's perspective, having balls and a penis doesn't really mean anything, and that we can connect on a female wave, yeah, that actually in society females are treated different, so they're gonna actually have a different perspective on reality. Do you understand? Because we're not living in a world where everyone's treated equal at the present moment. So it is vital that a woman actually speaks to her and that a woman gives their perspective from their side of how they're treated in society.
Not vital.
You know what it is, fam?
Like not vital. Sorry, bro. Go to you.
Nah. Yeah, see, for me, yeah, I just feel like, she has to look inside herself, man. And if it's something that she really wants to do and she really sees a future in it, then yeah, tell your mum, man. Like, bring her some money, show her that it's working for you. Yeah, but if it's something that you're just trying to do as like, get some money and bounce, don't make sense telling your mum. Like, keep her out of it.
She might want to be Cardi B though.
Huh?
You might want to be Cardi B.
Well, these are the influences that they've got now, innit? You know what I'm saying? So we can't really blame them for that.
It depends why. I feel like we're not given enough information on to have this proper discussion, because I feel like we need to know why she's doing it. Is she doing it because she wants to make dough, or is she doing it because she wants it as a lifestyle?
Yeah, some girls just like it, Like,
well, she said something about college. What did she say now? She said she goes college or something.
So what happened to EMA?
She said after going college, she realized that it don't make it. She can make way more dough by stripping. That was her words. Way more dough. You get me? So
I don't think.
By the way she's speaking, it shows that she's not really. By the way that she's typing, yeah, I can tell that she's not really put much emotion into what she's doing. She doesn't really. I don't think she really cares deeply about how her mum's gonna feel about it, because the words that she's using is just like, okay, you're gonna be hurt by it, but I'm getting dough. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a thing of I'm afraid of what my mum's gonna think. It's not really. It's just so straightforward and so it's so like slapdash.
But she's also taken the time to try and get some other people's opinion.
Yeah, she's actually taken the time out to get advice from the man them. So I don't know. I think
I don't. Yeah, I think she gave the information.
I'm young. I don't. Maybe it's because I'm 15. Maybe this isn't a conversation for me. Okay, I don't know.
Right? No. It's a conversation.
Don't ever think that your age is what limits you.Maybe sometimes you don't know some things because you ain't like researched it or experienced it or heard about it. But don't ever think because of your age that's enough of a reason. You get me?
Okay, cool. Nah, fool. 100. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've given everything I could say in it. This is stressing me out, bruv, because I'm just thinking about if I had a daughter. Like, I'm thinking of my sister. Like, if my sister went to my mum and said, "Mum, I want to be a stripper," that's a slap in the face. There's no talking. I don't understand if she actually thinks it's going to be... Because my mum, it's a thing of, like, my mum thinks of, I want my kids to live a better life than I did. Do you understand? And I don't want my kids doing certain things that I did or that I see other women doing. And it's just like, it's almost having a certain want for your child. And I feel like it's going to be painful it's going to be a big pill for her mum to swallow. And it's not going to be swallowed there and then. It's going to take some time. Do you understand? It's going to definitely take some time. So, yeah, boy, I don't know.
Well, I just want to know what a relationship is like with her dad. You get me? Like,
none of us there.
So yeah, man, it's bugging me, man. Like, my daughter's 9, blood, and like,
got all the guys on the panel stressing out with these questions.
I'm gonna answer the next one, yeah. I'm gonna answer the next one. 1 second. I'm just reading through some comments. Have any of you see the comments in on YouTube?
Yeah. I just started checking them now and then still.
Alright. Before I go to the next one, I'm gonna read these comments on YouTube, yeah? Okay. I might. I am you says, does anybody feel we as a whole need a people, human, behavioral? I didn't even know it. Sorry, that was too much. Tell her mum she's a dancer. 1-1, big up 1-1, gang. 1-1 says, 1 second. Yeah, 1-1 says, paint a picture of it not being exploitation and instead being a situation where she is the exploiter. No one's touching you. You're making pee. If you are going to do it, be prepared to stand by your choice. Okay. Mr. Lee says, dirty wine. Mr. Lee's got no behavior, man. Bigger said he might bawl. Yeah, Bigger said he might cry if he was told it by his daughter. Bigger said, how many strippers do you know, Jedi? He's taking piss. Western Goddess said, if my daughter became a stripper, as her mother, I would be taking a long, good look at myself. Our children learn from us. Yeah, I don't know.
On a serious note, though, yeah, this man saying that trapping is like, it's not like stripping, though. You see what I'm saying?
It's not selling you.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Has made this whole like being like stripping taboo, innit? Yeah, because they're stripping down to, you get me? Yeah, they're
society makes stripping taboo. You don't want
not stripping.
You don't want your daughter being a stripper. Don't front.
Yeah, of course not.
Exactly. So then,
I'm trying to bring some balance.
Nah, but fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. You can't bring that balance because you're lying to yourself now.
But the reason
would never be a stripper. That was you. So you can't now turn around and go on like,
but I also feel my son will never be a trapper though.
Yo,
all right, cool. Yeah. But then that's both things that you got to keep that stance on still.
Yeah, but what I'm
telling you, it's not the same, man.
Like, cause me in it, yeah, I've been a trapper in it, yeah. Like, I'm looking at it from a point where, like, if my kid was out there trapping, yeah, like I would feel like kind of as fucked up if my child was stripping.
Nah.
Because the reason why I say that, yeah, because say for example, with her stripping, yeah, like in a strip club, man's totally against it. I don't want even man really looking at my daughter's wrong, innit? Let alone touching them and all that, yeah. But on road and that, yeah, Like, there's much
Have
more.
you been to a strip club before?
I know.
To a strip club. No, but I know a couple strippers. Like, and I had a couple private sessions.
Now
You
you
get
need to
me?
know what goes down, man. Like,
Yeah, but like they don't know that for me. In
fam, what I'm
you
saying
get
is
me?
doing the role man thing, yeah, it's not the same as rubbing up your little front and man in the club. You get me? It's not the same thing, man. You get me?
But you see, it's like, to me, it's kind of like a female version.
But I hear a lot. I hear a lot of you lot saying, yeah, that it's we have to look at ourselves. I would look at myself if my kid done that. We have to understand, yeah, that before we even got into this conversation, we was talking about the situations we are in as an oppressed people, and we have to understand that.
Nah, bro, this is not a black thing, though.
No, I'm not talking. I never said black. I said oppressed.
Okay, yeah. So who's the oppressed people then? Sorry.
I'm not saying. I said oppressed people. They're not.
Who
they're not
is that though?
I glitch loves the oppressed people thing.
But who are you talking about though? Who are you talking about as an oppressed people? Identify like, huh? But who are you talking about?
I'm saying.
Get him.
Oh man, you're making me sweat and all that.
It's a bullying going on, bro.
Fam, bare energy directed my way, fam.
Come on, Glitch. Hold on, what you saying though? What you saying?
No, what on the real though, all I'm saying is, yeah, that when it comes to trapping, yeah, and people selling drugs to get quick money to divert and do what they're doing, that there's many rich people that have done that. Do you understand? And that have broken the rules of society to actually,
what do you mean by many though? Like in terms of percentage of that have attempted to do that?
I mean, I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't sell weed. I'm just saying, innit? This is why this is not my conversation, man. All my days. Let's pretend I'm not here. I'm sorry. I'm just chatting crap, innit?
Alright, cool, man.
It's alright. I'm just chatting crap.
Alright, cool. So what? You're not chatting crap, bro. You're not chatting crap. Like, it's just, you get me? You're not chatting crap, bro.
Yeah, no crap.
Maybe a little bit of shit,
yeah.
but not crap. You get me? But anyway.
I hate you, Jedi, you know.
The saddest thing is, I believe there's enough money-hungry mums out there that would be going to see their daughter's show at the club.
What? Are you saying with a broom or what?
Someone said don't tell their mum, and then someone said until she goes somewhere and see her daughter winding up winding up her skin on the pole. You hear me, so where?
She goes where?
I don't know, somewhere. If I was a girl, I would probably strip. I would probably strip or be an escort. That's from BMW Fitness. Hey, you're on the suspect list for that one there. Still. AA says, you man need to understand escorts get dough too. More time strippers even escort on the low. Yeah, we know that. We said it's a gateway. And we're not denying that these lot get money. That I don't think money is the issue to us. Money doesn't really overtake. I think what we're saying is it a moral judgment? Is it a moral judgment, guys, or what?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
We're
basically saying that the money's not worth it.
Yeah. For all these, respect for self is worth more than money, says Kemo Ben Israel.
But I know one thing though, she's an escort, yeah. She's a cool chick and all that, yeah. Like she's not someone that sees it as she's disrespecting herself. She sees it like she's a trapper.
Yeah, but what the next man's saying is, Ezra's saying, if you're willing to grind on man for money, you may as well bang. Boy.
Yeah.
I don't even know, so I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like, what is sex though? What like?
What's the difference though? Really, actually, you're just selling your front, like grinding.
Yeah, but you're not using the actual thing. That's a drag. Like one on is doing a thing. That's a bit mad.
Say that again, because you broke up. Say that again.
I don't find it same because when I go and I get a lap dance or I'm controlling a girl, I don't see that. We see that as just vibes or having fun. No,
I'm controlling a girl.
But check this now, yeah. Check this now. Listen, imagine now you're in the club or wherever you got to control this girl. I don't know where you control this girl. You get me? But wherever you control the girl, like imagine she's now asking for money for that. And if you say you're not willing to give her money, she's gonna literally go to your bedroom and do the same thing, and she will go around the whole party or club or whatever it is doing that. Is that righteous, bro?
Oh, that's a drag. That's a drag.
Come on, family.
No, that's true. I didn't think of it like that.
But that's what stripping is. And then you're getting in private rooms, and then, like, to be honest, most of them are offering sex. They might not even tell each other, but most of them are offering some form of sex or something. And if they're not, like trust me, just because you might not have got through, doesn't mean someone ain't got it with the right amount and whatever. It just means that your body and your sexuality is up for sale. Like that's the
up for sale, basically. That's a bit mad still. Nah,
that's the
it's more like for rent.
For rent, for rent.
But we have to do what we need to do to survive, innit?
I don't know who we is, bro.
I don't think it's
to Jack was skipping, bro. I don't know, bro. Like
Rico. Rico.
Rico, you're late, man. You're fucking late.
The thing is, though, see when I was talking about taboo and that, like some things in it, I'm a bit unclear on in it, Before, I was proper like anti certain things in it. These days, I've found a bit more balance in certain things in it, but I was quite an extremist or whatever. You know, the ones they're like, man, don't want my chick to be wearing makeup. I don't want her to be dressed in a certain way. This, that. But nowadays, innit, man's not really like that, in certain things, innit, I'm thinking with the whole like body thing, it's like it's just skin. Like, say for example, say if we go somewhere like man go to a nudist beach or something, has anyone been to a sauna where everyone's naked?
No, man, I go Rios, bro.
No, not Rios, bro. Not Rios, bro. Like,
I'm not gonna lie,
in Germany, they got like sauna things
dangling in front of my face. That's a bit mad still.
Whoa.
But why are you watching that like that though?
But I can feel it there. No, you can feel it just there. Like, I don't want to say room.
It's not. I don't feel it.
What's in your
feeling?
There's privacy. There's privacy.
What? Listen, let me set up a
Would you have a man sit next to you naked?
Yeah, I've had it before. I wouldn't have it.
In a sauna, though.
But like,
in a
sauna, and someone comes in naked, like, I'll just run, man. I'll say, "Rah, move!" Like, you get me? Move, like, "Rah, bro, can't you cover up?" Then you get the cheeky man at the gym saying, "Oh, it's allowed." And rare. Then I'm telling man, "Rah, put your towel on in it. Like everyone else has got a towel on. It's long. Like you got your bare bum on the surface, so you have to start hitting them hygiene and them things there. Like, rah, man's not feeling it, and then man might be like, "Oh, well, okay," and then go and fix up. I've had them things there before,
fam.
Not that kind of sauna though. It was actually a naked sauna where everyone there is naked.
I'm not gonna go to a naked sauna.
I won't go there.
What's going on, man?
Hey, cuz.
All right, but here what then? Let me
chat is this? What chat is going on, bro?
Let me speak then.
One voice.
One second, cuz. Let me say something. I was in a bar room and I heard a man in there saying about girls taking off her panties and stripping is the same as trapping. Is that man going fucking mad?
Mad thing, isn't it?
Who said that? Man said trap pum pum. Man said trap pum pum.
Yeah, fam.
Stop it, man.
That's what man told me.
They can't trap crackers.
I can't hear what you're saying, man.
My man selling me a girl flinging off her drawers and selling her front and back is the same as me. What, juggling Mother Nature? Get out of it.
Look, hear
One voice.
7 o'clock in the morning.
One voice.
Alright, cool. Hello, when I'm talking about trapping, I'm not even talking about weed, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like trapping compared to weed, man only started accepting that as trapping the other day. You see it? Like, before that never used to be trapping.
How old are you, fam?
Yo, hold on. Is the one sec? Let me ask you.
One sec. 29.
I just,
Oh,
yeah.
you must have started grinding late to be cool to call your grind or your hustle trapping. I don't call it trapping. I'm from the day where man is grind, fam. I used to be on my grind.
Aces from Aces.
See what, yeah?
Hey, Malone.
Rico.
Hey, Malone, you know what I'm saying to you, cuz? Let me ask this guy one question. Is this the naked sauna guy?
Yeah. That's where
Say no more. No, say no more.
That's where I came.
Danny, did you hear what I just said to you? Did you hear the question I just asked? The same guy who said selling pum pum or taking a finick because he's trapping is the guy that he goes to saucy saunas, cuz.
Saucy? Hear what? Let me speak now, innit? Let me speak.
Naked sauna, blood, with men and women. You're crazy.
Are you listening, bro?
I'm sorry, that's saucy. Knowing willingly that man's gonna have his cocky and balls walking past you.
I quit slavery.
I'm done.
Get back on the grind, fam.
I'm 36.
I quit slavery. I had a career in slavery, a good slavery career. I quit that to come back to the grind.
I've never been in slavery still.
I don't know about that naked sauna. I've never heard of that in my life.
Family. One voice thing. So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna let E Black answer or fill in more details about the naked sauna.
The saucy sauna, yeah.
And then I'm gonna let either Rico or Danny like answer that. You get me? So go on.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's the sauna thing. It's kind of like a nudist speech or whatever it is, yeah. It's like, what you telling me, yeah? If you go to Africa, yeah, and you go to a tribe and everyone's naked, you're gonna be like, nah, bro, I'm not going there. What's the saucy thing? You see it? Like, is that what you're telling me though? I beg you just answer that question.
Their mics, please.
I beg you allow it, fam. I beg you allow the Neanderthal caveman pseudo information about going to a religion kid. A brother that's in our gang called Boog. He's got a picture.
Are you hearing me?
So much going into the club.
I can't hear when two people talking though.
Well, let me finish, Danny. What I'm saying,
everyone mute their mic.
There's a brother in our group, yeah. There's a brother in our group, yeah, whose uncle is the head top man in the village, bruv. They're not naked, cuz. They got clothes on. Don't believe what the stupid blood clot white man has told you, yeah, about the systemic thing of Africa and how we was all eating each other and we have bones through our noses and was boiling.
I must not believe in that, bro.
Civilization started there. So what I'm saying is, you're less
My
likely
granddad is a
and find some
I know what's
hold on.
No, Rico. Let him finish his point. Cause I want to understand this because it's getting kind of interesting.
He's a village in Africa, cuz, yeah, and we're trying to explain or trying to excuse what he's saying, fam. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
I'm not trying to excuse what I'm saying.
So let me finish this.
Name me a naked tribe. You must know a naked tribe. Name me a naked tribe, fam.
No, family. No, family, please, yeah, one at a time, car. Like, I don't know what's happening, but and whoever's not talking, yeah, I bet you mute your mic, please, so that the volume can go up. Because remember, this is a short flow, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you. There's civilized place, yeah, and civilization started where my man's trying to actually use that as an example. Oh, if you go to a village in Africa and everybody's naked, are you gonna rare? Cause what I'm trying to say to you, no one's making them choices. You made a choice to take your money to go somewhere in the UK, blood.
No, it wasn't in the UK, bro. But go on.
Not tradition. You're trying to use tradition or something where someone's come from a different background and a different demographic. They're actually on some different wave, fam. They ain't got the saucy mind of the European. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because of the Western world. So what I'm saying to you is this: you're going to a sauna, man walking past. I've never heard of that. I'm 36 and I've never heard of that, my brother. That's all I'm saying. So my point being is, I don't know what that is about, but don't try to use the African narrative to actually justify your saucy sauna business. That's what I'm saying,
bro. I don't need to justify nothing. I just asked a question.
Bro, you justified it.
It's like a justification.
No. Wait. I asked, man, would man do that, innit? That's not a justification, bro. That's a question. Then when you respond to that, then I can be like, oh, okay, fair enough, innit?
Fam, you just said out your mouth. Everyone in the group heard you say, everyone in the comments heard you say, fam, it's like going to Africa and going to a part in Africa where you'll be around naked African people that we have to accept. Bro, so I'm asking you now, the question I'm asking you now is name me the naked guy in Africa that you that you're aware of that walks around naked.
Yeah. One second, yeah. I'll just do the research here, and I'll get.
Come up with Google. Come up with Google and.
I'm off Google. Why? Because huh?
It should flow off your head. Name me a name in Africa.
Is man on Google
trying to find naked men, fam?
Are you serious?
You're not being childish now, still.
No. I let my man. I want to know what my man's point is, though. Like,
this is getting childish.
I'm asking a naked tribe, fam, because this sauna business, from what I remember, I don't know where sauna stemmed from, but I would have thought it stemmed from like Roman days when a Roman man used to groom up themselves and bear man would be in. I'm saying to you, in the
fruity, yes, cuz you're right, fam.
Stuff blood. That's where it stems from my knowledge. I'm saying
100%, bro.
Those saunas.
I'm not gonna lie, it might come from Asia still because it's a bamboo thing, innit?
And
no white man never have no bamboo, fam.
No, it's a bathhouse. Remember them?
Water
and hot stones.
Yeah, that's a different thing, though. That's a different
red flag.
So putting water on hot stones, fam. So what I'm saying is, you must remember that Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wait, what was
fam? When he
let me say my point, though.
It's a European thing.
Finish your point, family. Finish your point. Let me hear you, fam.
Yeah.
Finish your point. Man's gonna have to wrap this up and do
cool. For me, it's like there's a lot of sexualization in things that are not necessarily sexual. You see what I'm saying, yeah? So see if you see someone naked, yeah? All right, say you see a next man naked, whatever you're thinking or what you think the guy is thinking is different to what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm not watching that. You see it? Like I went to the sauna.
It's called a sex organ, bro.
Yeah, it's not actually called the sex organ, yeah, because it does more than
you know what it is.
Yeah, what you don't use it to go to.
You can piss. You can piss as well. Come on, man. But
do you have sex with it more than piss?
What are you talking about, bro?
Do you have sex with your penis more than you piss?
Chance to speak, though, man. Go on.
Go on.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with him still, Rico. I'm not gonna lie.
Me
too.
So
when you're looking at a man, think he's calm.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
Don't lay on the bus as well, you know, cuz.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro.
You lot are being mad, bro. You lot being mad. All right, hold on.
One voice.
Let me just say something, yeah? The other day, yeah, me and Danny, yeah, we was with our dogs, and our dogs were attempting to mate, innit? So, you get me, fam? So, man spent a good portion of that.
Some chichi dog thing.
Fuck's sake.
What's man saying that man was watching dogs or like?
Fam, no, obviously, we're both dogs.
I'm not saying that.
Listen. No funny business, yeah?
They're dog owners.
We're both dog owners, blood, yeah? Bruv, listen, bruv. I'm gonna start muting man's mic, bruv. We're both dog owners, yeah? And it is breeding season, innit? Yeah? So our dogs are compatible to breed, innit? I don't know why man talk about chichi dogs, but whatever, innit, yeah? Our dogs, obviously, male and female, innit? So now these dogs are trying to mate, and we're looking at the male dog's penis all the time because it's not getting in the hole. We're looking to see if the dog's hole is entering and the dog's penis is entering the bitch's vagina. So that to us is purely from a dog owner's point of view. And even if we weren't dog owners, we are allowed to observe reproduction in the animal kingdom. We will watch David Attenborough all day long. Man go to the zoo and see the animals there whacking it out, and man will just laugh. So all right, that's animals, yeah. Now I can say honestly, I just changed my son's nappy. So I've seen his quote-unquote sex organ. If my elder son, came to me and said, "Right, Dad, I've got something on my hood."
That's different though.
Right, so what I'm saying is, there's contexts for being naked and seeing naked people, innit? Seeing sexual organs, even seeing sex, innit? There's context. So I think me personally, I would not be going to an intentionally naked sauna. I wouldn't be doing that.
No,
I wonder where a female.
I know it's going to be bare naked man, and I'm not really trying to walk around like that.
That's dead.
Get me? However, every time I do go to the gym, I always see a naked man. I try to kiss my teeth. I try to kick up some kind of fuss, but it gets to the point where me pointing it out brings more attention to it than anything. Just make sure you're not around me, because I know certain man like that. Certain men like to cock up their leg on the surface and be drying their balls. Listen, here's the story. Here's the story. I saw a man in his 40s or 50s with his son who was clearly in their 20s. They're big people, yeah. They've gone and played tennis. I go to a posh gym. they're all playing tennis.
Some
After
David Knight
tennis,
thing, yeah.
after tennis, they did, yeah, exactly. After tennis, yeah, they've decided they're gonna have their shower or whatever. So they're having their male conversation between the father and son. Bro, they both got getting naked. And I was just thinking to myself, I don't have a relationship with my dad, but it made me think, rah, is that normal or is it not normal? Is it off key? Car, they're not what they're just, it's the father and son. They're not watching that. Me as the outside, I'm like, rah, two naked guys. But you know what? They're actually father and son. Like when I was growing up, my mum would walk around the yard naked. Did I see it as a sexual thing? No.
No, of course not. Because it's different. That's what I'm trying to say. No, the way you look at things is different, cuz you have to. It's perspectives, cuz. Allow it, bruv. Yeah. You know what I'm talking. It is a perspective.
Yeah, I do. I know what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, I also know a little bit of what he's saying. I just don't understand the going to the naked sauna
Like,
bit. And
that's what I don't get. Hear what, yeah?
Don't go there to see naked. You go there to get the thing, man.
Like, see now, in there, yeah? Ain't no one, like, in the sauna, yeah? No one ain't there.
What's good? What's good?
Sorry. Hey, Eva, hold on. No, glitch.
I missed that.
Sorry. No, glitch. I have to come back to glitch. No. You going there to get the what?
You get me?
Like what we're talking about. Like I heard one man say, "Oh, what if it was women?" Like, are you going there to see naked women? Are you going there to sauna?
Okay.
On the phone. Like when Jedi saying,
I had to let you say myself still.
That's the message you go there to get the thing.
I don't know what happened, bro.
I swear the subject was about a stripper and the girl about
yeah, it's gone mad. It's gone mad. But
now we're talking about
Gents.
Africa to go of naked man in Africa.
Yeah.
You lot got
went too far there. But the other question that I heard you man talking about, yeah, that man was, I couldn't even get to, I was flipping doing other things, yeah, blood was the hustle, comparing the hustle to the strip thing, saying it's the same thing, blood.
This is his point though. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. See, for me, yeah, I said it's like the female version of trapping. That's what I said. Yeah, like first, yeah. Let me just like finish 1 second. Yeah, on the sauna thing. First, yeah. I went there with a female. Yeah, there was other females there. It was nothing sexual. There's like 10 different kind of sauna things. You go in there, you sauna, you leave. Like, see now, yeah, certain man would have had a different kind of experience because of how they are inside themselves. For man, nothing happened. There weren't no guys watching, man. I wasn't watching nobody. You get me? Like, so I don't get what the big deal was. Like, bare, like, loudness and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, because man ain't done it. Me before, personally, I would have been on the same thing, innit, yeah? I went, it was calm, innit, yeah? It was not a big deal, innit? Nothing happened to me. No one got touched. Nobody was pressuring man with their eyes.
I
don't need to be catching violated, man.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Can I ask you a question?
Jedi's
like, yeah. Obviously, you said no one's looking at each other. So how do you know it's a naked sauna, cuz?
No.
Like, obviously, people are walking around naked because you're looking, right? No one's walking around their eyes shut, bruv, bumping into each other. What I'm saying is, you saw dicks, bruv, as well as you saw titties and pussy, fam, or whatever. So what? But
you never watched porn, though. You never watched porn, though, before.
No, I've got the ultimate question for man. A man has to be real. A man cannot lie to me now, yeah? Everybody on the panel, including Glitch, do not lie to me. Have you ever watched porn?
There you go.
Yes.
Come on,
come on, bro.
Come on.
That was the hot one.
Are you watching woman and woman porn only?
I'm not gonna lie, it's a hard one still.
What's the hard one, bro?
Well, the one you're watching is the hard one.
You're bad.
You man.
I'm 15.
Let me answer this.
For real. Hey, listen, man.
Let me answer this.
What is it?
Let me answer the question. Let me answer my question. Yeah, man said you watch porn. Now you got to remember.
No, not do you watch. Not do you watch. Have you watched?
Everybody has, cuz.
Exactly, cuz.
You see any dicks in that? You see any dicks?
It's a preference. No, you're not listening though. Listen to what I'm saying to you, cuz. Because you man are doing this like kind of judge. No, you're not doing the technicality thing. Let me talk. Let man talk, blood. Let man talk. Bro, I beg you, like, we're adults. Let's be civilized, bro. Because everyone's jumping on the narrative. He just said, do watching porn thing. Bruv, safe. Man watch porn, yeah? But you see, when you see too much of that fuckery, man don't even like to watch man beating girl. I like to watch solo. I like to watch guys doing things with toys, cause pleasuring themselves. That's my preference. There's certain man. Listen to what I'm saying to you. It's preference. There's certain men who want to watch. There's certain men who want to watch cartoons. I didn't even know that was a fucking category.
Yeah.
Cartoons out there. Yo, I didn't even know that was a category. Man is telling me there's cartoons. So I'm saying, right, alright, cool. Each to their own, innit? Like whatever triggers that endorphin in your fucking brain. But
Bro,
what
question, Rico,
I'm not spending my money. Hear me good. I'm not spending my money to go into a place where I know man is gonna walk around with their hairy balls out, bro.
And can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Then?
Well, it's not like dick in there as well, fam.
Hold on, let me finish. Can I finish? Plus, must remember porn, yeah, you're on the screen. And it's you in your private setting, yeah? It's you in your private setting. In that place there, a man may not have washed for a week. Now he's got some sweaty, nasty nuts, musty arms, all hairy and that.
Hands in there holding man's nose.
Naked foot cock off. And you're in there and you paid for that. It's not the fucking same, blood. Allow it, man. You must fucking shit, man. Keep it 100.
Yeah. Let's keep it 100, yeah, not 95, yeah. So 100% of the time, you don't watch any porn with any dick in there. Is that what he's saying?
You I just said.
I heard you say. I heard you say that about your preference. But I just wanted to clarify that you don't ever watch that.
Not gonna lie, I don't watch that.
Let me break it down to you before. Let me break it down to you again. Let me break it down to you again, bro. Because I don't think you're listening. You're trying to actually prove a point, but you can't prove a point with my facts. You can't prove the point with my facts. You can't bend my narrative, fam. What I'm saying to you is this.
I'm asking you a question.
What I'm saying to you is this. What I'm saying to you is this, rude boy. When I first started seeing it on VHS videos, I don't even know how old you are, but what I'm saying is VHS. I said, what's this? And you had that funny music, waka waka wow wow, and my walking in like, hi. This is dead. That's whack. That's dead. I don't even know what that's about. 2 2s now. I grow up. I see that you got choices. I said, oh shit, what, solo? Yeah. That's my thing. It feels like she's directly looking at me and calling me.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Exactly.
So what I'm saying to you is this. Solo's my thing. Because me directly with the girl, but it's a private setting.
I glitch. Mute the mic. Glitch.
You've taken yourself out of your private setting. Out of your private setting, cuz. At your private setting and gone to a place where you actually made the actual conscious choice to be around other naked men, bruv. You was with your woman. You could have turned the hot water tap on in the bathroom, turned on the shower, shut the doors and the windows, and that would have been a sauna, cuz. It's steam.
Listen. As much as I want to hear more of this, yeah, I want to move on.
Conclude.
Let me conclude.
So all I'm saying is this. You could have been in your private setting, bro. You could have been in your private setting and had that experience without no other males with their cockies out. That's my point. But you chose to go there. That's all I'm saying is for me personally. That's it. No, listen,
Rico, can you conclude the point, yeah?
Let me finish, bruv. Please, man. Fuck's sake. So all I'm saying is this.
You said that though. I'm trying to bring it back to. I want to give you the last word.
Let me just finish, please, gents. Let me just finish. I'm done. It's the last 3 words, fam. You're doing it like it's a rap battle our time and all that. Allow it, bruv. Let me just say what I'm saying. Big man, stop trying to prove your narrative and saying this and that about haven't you done this and haven't you done that because you're trying to justify you going to the sauna. Is my point. I'm done talking.
All right, cool. Now, Rico, the original thing was Sheila from where's she from again?
Stripperland.
Whatever. Sheila anyway, yeah. She said, Sheila from England, sorry. Yeah.
Rico, what did you prove?
No.
You're saying about me proving.
All right, cool. So Sheila from England said that she wants to tell her mum that she's a stripper. She don't have to tell her. She tried college, but she realized she can get way more P from stripping. How can she tell her mum? That was the original question. So in words,
we should be telling her, fucking allow it, blood. That's what we should be telling her. We should be I don't have to tell her mum. I don't have to tell Gal Pitney to go and tell her mum they're selling their front for fucking this.
Yeah, sure.
I'd rather tell you, I'm trying to guide you the right fucking way. Don't do them things, innit?
Thank you, Malone. Let me wrap this one up, bruv. You help me wrap this one up. Rico, you want to say a couple words on that real quick?
So basically, how's she gonna tell her mum that she's mashing way more pee off of the crutches thing than the education thing. All right, this I'm gonna break down. Yeah, you see, the crutches thing. This is what, because some people ain't got the whole perspective of it. The crutches thing can only last for so long. You understand what I'm saying to you? Where your education can actually feed you when you can't even move out the fucking house. You understand? Where you can work from home. You can't be tracking crutches on the internet and it's all saggy and fucked. So you need to leave the crutches game alone, because that has got a limited time in it. It's got a window where it's going to close. Whereas if you get your education, you're going to be moving forward. Don't be trying to tell your mum about no trapping pum-pum. Like, that's whack. Because at the end of the day, there's choices. And I obviously, no, what I'm saying, no, of course, I'm going to play the advocate now. If it's all about getting that money, for some people, it's not about spiritual wealth. It's not about looking after your physical. It's just about getting for now. Some people are in that narrative, so of course she's gonna go chase the dollar, because that's what's been fed to her. You understand? That's the narrative. Oh, you want Louboutins? Take off your knickers. Oh, you want a nice fucking Mercedes? Take off your knickers. You want a fucking nice piece of weed from Brazil? Take off your knickers. Not go get an education, work for yourself, become a business, and stand up strongly within yourself and your rights.
So in a few words.
In a few words, I don't think she should be trying to tell her mum that. Fix your life up, innit? But obviously, and on the advocate one, just tell your mum, be truthful. Don't let no one come to your mum with talk, because that's going to kill her more than you just telling her out your mouth. So on the advocate one, be real, innit? But on a real one, that's only got a limited time, darling. You need to jump off that crutches game, because
what would you do if you
Tell her to go follow Gilly the Kid as well, man. She got some real advice from brother Gilly.
Gilly the Kid.
Oh, okay.
Gilly.
Yeah? Oh, Gilly. All right, say no more.
Gilly,
yeah. Fucking Lamar, you got last words on this one?
Family.
You say family?
I'm just gonna say
yeah, I know Gilly, man.
Sorry, I thought I wasn't allowed to come back in. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I'm agreeing with what you lot are saying. Basically, you need to respect your temple. It's a gift from God, and yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yes, Glitch. Done no Glitch, brother Glitch. Don't go to these saucy saunas, people. You can't unsee what you've been seeing.
No, man. All right, who next? I must. Mosswood.
Traumatizing.
All right, cool. Mosswood. Yo, Moss.
Man said traumatizing. Moss is in the dunya.
Yo, Moss. What one? All right, cool, man. Yo, man looked up his camera, everything. Yo, Moss.
He's got bad internet connection. He's posing, he's smiling.
Allow it, man. Script, give your last words on this one, man.
Yo.
Give your last words on this.
Put your head in a book. Makes more sense. It's going to last longer.
Definitely. You've only got.
But is it Poland? But is this your advice for how's she gonna tell her mum? Bro, she's really. She wants to know how she's telling her mum, bro.
Yo, I can't tell her to tell her mum.
Nah, listen,
bro.
She's made her choice. We can all say it's wrong, which we all have, or we don't agree with it. Cool.
Yeah, but Jeds, listen to me.
I'm not here to say everybody in our family. Yeah,
but Jeds, hear me. Hold on. Yo, what voice, man?
Or whatever it is you're doing, yeah? Certain things.
Yo, I'm chatting, fam. What go on?
Man, I couldn't hear you say nothing, bro.
Man's talking over, man. That's why man can't hear, man, fam.
All right, mate. All right, DMX.
All this bullying stuff, blood.
Easy, mate. Easy. Go on, fam.
This is what I'm saying, fam. When we started, yeah, I already gave her the advice, yeah. Basically, there's no other way to really tell your mum apart from just tell her, but tell her in the best way that you feel that you can tell her. Because you can't really just come and tell mum, how you gonna do that? You know
boom! Drop it on her.
Be happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, so boy, you know?
Yeah, make sure ease up in her, cause certain man's mums, their heart is weak in her. You don't want to push her in a crematorium or nothing, because that's easy, get me? I mean, yeah, just be easy, man.
No, on the flip side, the mum might start telling her some shit, boy, you know what? I was trying to hold some shit down. I've been selling pussy since the 60s, bitch. Like, how do you think we got this house? How you think, you know what I'm saying? How do you think we got all this shit? Like,
That's my point.
have you ever seen your daddy about? That nigga went your daddy.
Oh my God, you don't need manners, man.
Literally.
You don't need some manners.
You never know, fam. The mum could have been trapping pussy from.
Oh God. Ah. Okay, glitch. I mute your mic and mute your ears. Mute your ears, glitch, man.
I mean, real fam, Jed. This is even giving energy to cut like to certain conversations that like, bruv, like I'll be real, fam. That's a like the girl talking about going into her parents' room, boy. Yeah, for how we're gonna advise her to go and tell her mum she sells her pum pum. Blood, I'm trying to.
Bro. She never said guidance. She never said selling pum pum in her. In her eyes, she's
selling pum pum. What does selling pum lead to, fam? Like, what does selling pum pum lead to? I mean, I'm gonna say, what does stripping lead to? Selling pum pum, innit?
Yeah, we've already said that it's a gateway, bro. Man, we're with you in it, but this is what it is. Yeah, we can't. Like, I ain't gonna try and judge anybody that's come to us for some advice. I'm not here to judge you. I might tell you something you don't like, which is like what you're saying. We've all said these things, but regardless of that, yeah, she's a stripper. She's gonna strip. Now she's asking you, Malone. I know you're not on this stripping thing. I know you're not feeling it. I know you think it's wrong. But if I need to be real with my mum, how do I do it?
Well, you just go on and be real and however you think real is, boy. Because I don't know your mother. I don't know your background. I don't know what your mum condones. She don't condone it because she might condone it. She might not condone it. You go.
I said this at the beginning.
You might get boxed up, lit down with rolling pins, stamp up, mash up. Auntie get cool round. She's mashing up as well. Uncle get cool round. Granny get cool round. You getting mashed up. I don't know. What is she? Is she a white girl, black girl? What's her background? I don't know, fam.
I don't know.
Right. So,
but this is the thing, yeah.
When it comes to giving advice to people in society that we don't know, yeah, we gotta know more in depth.
Now you can't, fam. You can't. You just do what you got, man. So
then the best thing to do is to listen, darling. Stop stripping. Respect yourself. Because when you do grow up and you grow a bit of wisdom and you don't want to strip no more, you wanna become a wife now. You won't get the respect out there.
She might never want that. She might never want that though, brother.
Come on.
You don't know, fam. If you don't have there's certain ways of life out here, yeah. There's certain ways of life out here, yeah, that I don't even try. Yo, cuz, yo.
Yo, Rico, your mic's fucked, bro.
Yo, fam.
Like, there's not commentary playing.
2 C's. He's under a sea and an ocean. So, go on. Anyway, let's wrap this up. There's like last word. I'm gonna start a new show. So last word.
Last word, yeah. Quickly. The whole thing in it, yeah. It's all about knowing how to talk to your parents, innit? Like you gotta talk to them in a way that is gonna best meet your objective, innit? Like, what's the outcome you're looking for, innit? You know. If you're looking to just tell them and you don't care if they get mad and this, that, then just tell them anyhow, innit? If you think that it's going to have negative repercussions in terms of you getting kicked out and such, then you better pattern up first, innit? Get your deposit.
You're a stripper. You can handle that kick out thing. There's bare houses you can go to.
Yeah, but you ain't got no... Yeah, that's true. Because you ain't getting pay slips, so you get me? And you ain't going to have no reference to be getting a yard, so that one there ain't gonna be easy. And just like you get me, know what you're doing, innit? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, with the stripping thing, innit, is a gateway, innit? Obviously, that's what people are saying, innit? It's like people say weed can be a gateway, innit? Some people then go and take things off the weed, and some people don't, innit? Yeah. So I don't think it's like it's a black and white, innit? Yeah. Some people are strippers and they don't become prostitutes, innit?
It's like, black and white in terms of answering what type of when I'm talking about what I quoted regarding the parents, I got to know what advice to give the person depending on what their background they come from.
I said that earlier, bro. As well, I'm agreeing with you.
Native English girl's mum, yeah, she's a stripper. I'm like, oh, congratulations, darling. Oh, you got, I put it on play. I got all play for you and shit. And then you might tell them, it gets boxed down.
What you saying there, yeah? When you was on the phone earlier, man already said that. Like, you get me? It depends where the parents are from and this and that. You get me? Like,
when you're giving the black and white thing, understand how man was saying.
I'm not talking about race, bro. I'm saying there's a gray area in it. It's not one side or the other in it. It's not like, yeah, once you become a stripper, you're gonna automatically become a prostitute. That's not how it works, innit? Some do, some don't.
I'm gonna close this show down, guys. Yeah, 'cause I don't want it to. It's already gone way too long, and I'm gonna start another one, and then I'm gonna start another one. So yeah, like you lot stay on here. I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for everyone for logging in, whatnot.
Yo, make sure you like, man.
Anyone, you lot got anything that you lot want to shout out, like Instagrams, Facebooks, anything, like any projects, anything you lot want to shout out?
Glitch King.
At Glitch King, yeah?
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, at Coach Elliot Black for Instagram and solopower.1 for some information on black movements and stuff like that.
Yeah, Script Your Soul 83.
Say it again.
At
Danny
Script
Malone
Your Soul
190.
83.
Say it again.
Go to you, Danny.
Say it again, bro. Say I spoke over you, fam. Say it, man.
At Script Your Soul 83.
Say no more.
All right.
Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe.
Danny Malone 1987. Yeah.
Hey, you're telling me.
You lot are crazy, man. All right, listen, you lot stay there, yeah? And thanks you lot for tuning in. There's going to be a new show. I'm going to do a next episode, like, right now. So just look out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And it's going to pop
comment,
up.
subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. It's going to pop up in a minute. So, man, I'm just going to pattern up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell Sarah and tell Sheila. You get me?
When we've got problems,
holla. And the gang's here. You get me? Gang. Like, don't forget.
This is the realest advice show in the world. Gang. Look at my new artist, MP5.
Yo, man, they're calling me son, man.